Alright, so welcome everyone to our Retroverse corruption game, episode something. I haven't been keeping track, so I don't know. Is somebody in Paris?
Yeah.
There's
no,
sorry,
Germany.
There's an ambulance.
Someone spotted one of Gurk's victims. No big deal.
They're chasing.
Oh, what are you talking about? Gurk's an angel.
Sure he
I
is.
remember the picture.
Wow, those are a little bit more pleasant sirens than we have here in Baltimore. It's more like nails on a chalkboard. It's like, ooh.
They're really bad.
Yeah. So, last we left off, well, actually, first, any pre-game things we need to cover other than we're not streaming live for the moment because our resident stream master is waiting for their computer to come in. Because their last one decided to jump off the roof. They was like, I can't handle Twitch no more.
Yep. Alas.
But they had a new one, so that'll be good.
Good news is the episode after this one will be live. It should be.
Ooh. Nice. So the two members of our audience who normally watch live will be able to watch again.
Yeah.
So
we thank you, those two members.
And Aya.
And does she not watch our channel at all on this day?
She does for the vaccine one sometimes, and sometimes I think she's been in the corruption one before. But anyone who watches is greatly appreciated.
Yes.
Yeah.
I do know by our views that we are the least popular of the two Retroverse groups. That or Katrina is inflating the numbers of views by rewatching her own episode to take notes.
Probably,
yes.
yes.
Can be wrong. It's okay.
Well, who knows? Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's not a popularity contest, because we're obviously better anyway.
They're not even corrupt. You need to resort to gimmicks.
Says the person that is in both groups.
No comment.
You see, when you're married to someone, it's always a contest, you know.
I mean, even when you're not, it's always a contest. Isn't that just what living is? Just a constant contest.
Gurk agrees.
I'm constantly fighting myself, so yes.
Exactly.
In a good way. In a good way.
We don't really have any audio at the moment, though I might bring up Sirenscape audio as in Sirenscape. Sorry, I almost scared the crap out of Scotty.
No, I was like, how would you know that? We're not streaming.
That's why we don't have audio.
Kind of psychic?
Yeah.
Actually, he's right behind Scotty, just staring at the bars.
Huh? What?
What was that noise?
Pretty much.
Guess it was nothing.
Wait, so check out Sirenscape if the link is above Scotty's hit.
It's not, but I can change that while we're talking.
Yeah, just in case you want to check it out if I bring up the sound or for some effect later. I'm still working on our corruption soundtrack for Sirenscape. It's a slow process because I'm lazy. I'll admit it. I'm not going to sugarcoat lazy.
I mean, we all know this, so...
Oh, I thought it was because you're too busy making up a calendar in about 40 different holidays.
My procrastination laziness is so great that I am doing all that extra work to avoid creating a soundtrack for this game.
Nice.
In other words, you have to get Cat on your case.
Whatever motivates you.
Yeah. So, with that being said, unless there's any other pre-game things, other than there is some thunder in the background where I am, so if I corrupt out or just drop, we'll be back as soon as we can. So, other than that...
2 questions.
Yes.
1, what day is it of the year?
It's June 28th, 2019, man.
In Radx, because you did mention before.
Monk is the 28th, in the year 21NY, or 22NY.
Okay, so the 28th of which month? Out of how many months a year?
Monkus. That would be the 6th month out of 13.
Okay, anyone lost yet?
Yes.
Yes, but I think that's why we were bringing it up.
I created a whole calendar that Scotty could put once we get it nice and prettified, you could create a video where we sit and explain it to you. Or we could put something up on his channel that's actually fun and entertaining.
Nah, let's not do that.
Why would you do that?
So
we
how
created
many
a
years?
full calendar for Retroverse.
How close are we to the next holiday? Or are we not that far yet in world development?
We're still working on holidays.
Okay, there's still the construction yellow caution tape. Got it.
Yes.
So
we have a
how
handful,
long?
but not many.
How long is this after the Battle of Yavin?
Battle of Yavin? That would
No
be-
one, I think no one else but me and you are gonna get that, Harris.
What, 0 Battle of Yavin, 4 or 6 afterwards was, 3 was Return of the Jedi. What?
Anyway, what were we doing?
I think we were playing a game.
I think
No, I mean like what in the game were we doing?
You had just
in
passed
dungeon.
2?
We just killed a
3
fire
quests?
elemental.
Yeah.
Yep.
2.
And I think then we stopped. 2
Yeah,
fire
yeah.
elementals?
No, just
No,
2
no,
tests.
we killed one and we beat the other in Onyx randomly guessed.
Yeah, the random number generator.
And Kev was absolutely shook by this.
And I think there's one portal in this room.
Yes. We're proceeding forward,
Oh.
potentially.
Oh yeah, that's right. Gurk looks like the Terminator from Terminator 2 because he's got the chrome sheen all over him, but he's a rust monster, so he's ironically a metallic rust monster.
Are you eating yourself?
No.
Don't tempt him.
Phrasing.
Don't.
No,
don't teach
because
how to do that.
no, because apparently that's purely cosmetic. It doesn't say you actually turn it into chrome skin.
Oh, you can't poison people with your skin.
Nope.
Fun fact, Baltimore City was one of the chrome centers of America, and we're still feeling the effects of the chromium poisoning in our soil.
So Gurk's antenna are just going around, sniffing.
Did you ever get that blade on the ground?
No,
it disappeared.
Yeah, it disappeared together with the elemental.
Oh yeah.
The asshole.
So yeah, like Gurk just like sniffs around where the sword disappeared, like hopping around in circles because they got flea-like legs where the hind legs are like cricket jump legs, and he just hops to he's positioned to looking at everybody else in the party, and he just looks up at you wondering what we're gonna do next.
Let's go through that big door over there.
Gurk
Yeah,
hops hops
Continue
over.
on.
Meanwhile, we're walking there. Stahl's just gonna cast Cure/Cause Cuts on herself to heal herself for some HP. Because she got hurt that game, that battle.
You mean the one that just happened?
Yeah.
So
I
weird.
did
I feel like
14 damage.
I took 17, but that's half my health, so...
Yeah, for me it's like a third. No, not even a third. What am I talking?
I don't know.
I keep trying
I'm
to
still
take
looking
damage.
pretty good.
I should be fine. Let's just go.
What's the door made of?
Made out of wood.
mahogany.
Mahogany.
What kind of wood? What's the floor made of?
The floor is made out of onyx.
Whoa.
That's a big Onyx. Onyx, why are you on the floor?
Yeah, you get advantage on, just on this platform, advantage on like stealth checks as you blend right in. You're like those
Racist.
dogs that, the dogs that match the carpet, and people are like, where's the dog at? And it's just staring at you, and you're like...
Or the cat.
Yeah, cats work too. I just withheld me over with dogs, and I have done that with my dogs.
None of
Alright.
none of it is metal, of course.
You think the hinges are copper?
Is that a ferrous metal?
Copper?
Okay.
Uh,
Just
I
making sure.
knock.
Iron, nickel, cobalt,
Well,
adamantium, maybe? I don't know. D&D's.
I knock on the door.
Adamantine.
Medium.
You knock on the door. Nothing happens.
Okay, I try to open the door.
It opens, and you
Nice.
see. You go in and you see a round platform with a T-bar in the center. If anyone's ever played God of War, you know what these elevators look like.
Yeah.
But this one doesn't have those annoying like blades coming out of everywhere. You're like,
Well, yet, as
No.
far as we know.
Note
Does
to
it have the
self.
port?
Oh, I was just gonna say, note to self. Need to play God of War.
Oh. I was going to say, does it have the port to sacrifice an innocent victim to it?
Not this one, no. That's the other side.
Would we even have innocent victims nearby to do this with?
Gurk looks up at you in his cute little rust monster form, and a little blue halo appears above it.
See?
I said innocent, not pretending to be innocent.
Fair enough.
The halo fades off quickly.
So what kind of room is this? Is it a round room that just goes up and down? Or is it open?
It's a round room with walls that you think it goes down, because if you try to go up, you'd be hitting the ceiling.
So it would, in other words, be taking a very short ride if it was going up?
Yes.
Well, I guess we're going down.
Alright, we just start going inside. It sounds like it hasn't been used in quite a while. You see like green flecks flying off the metal and stuff.
Oh boy.
So we're gonna die here probably?
Yeah, probably.
Alright.
Probably.
Probably not.
Sounds like fun.
Do we have to twist this to make it go down?
Yes. One strong person, maybe two average, just kind of spin the thing in the center.
Looks to Onyx and Cyberus.
Leaves that to the other two.
Do you gotta bop it? Do you gotta pull it?
Twist it.
Just twist it.
Okay.
Just turn it. Twist.
I'll start trying to twist it then.
Okay. Takes a little bit, but it's not like... It's just a little stuck from in use, but not stuck enough that requires like extraordinary strength to start moving the thing down. And it takes a bit. We're probably on here for about 5 minutes before it's the bottom. Which, if you've been on elevators, quite a bit of a long time.
I mean, at least there's no music.
Let's find out. Where's my Prosecco dice? Katrina stole my Prosecco dice on my bag.
You know, there could be constant music playing if one of us had that specific layer of corruption.
Oh.
I mean, I could
Maybe
literally
later.
use minor illusion.
Are you gonna torch us with the elevator?
I mean, if there's music, then maybe I will.
Oh,
Straight up gamed all my
Remember, I don't
D10.
have it. I only have prestidigitation.
oh, Kevin, another corruption idea for one on the table. Constant elevator music follows you wherever you go. I know they got something close to that, but I like that more.
Or you could just do it when elevator music when you stand still.
Yes, yeah.
There's
different
no
enough.
music, save the music of the metal on metal sound.
Oh, that's a
So,
good sound.
screeching. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Any weird smells around in here? What's it smell like?
Smells delicious. Oh, sorry.
After a bit, you smell a little metal on metal heat friction building up, but other than that, and everyone here, it smells old and dusty. Kind of like going into an old person's house that no one's lived in for a bit, or like a really old library section that nobody goes to because the books like from the 1910s.
I totally can't relate.
I understand what you mean.
Stuff.
Not talking about my apartment or anything, Bonka. Anyway.
Oh.
Hey, now I'm just wondering where the hell my D10s are.
They are gone forever.
Katrina straight up stole my D10s out of my dice bag.
Well,
Gone.
I didn't know somebody could steal a portion of the universe. That's pretty impressive.
I
oh,
know.
my
Steal hers now.
my chrome machine only lasted for a minute, so I'm just a normal rust monster right now.
Is it
A
truly normal?
normal rust.
Hey, they're adorable.
Okay, it's a rust monster with tusks.
Oh, right. Better. No afro?
No afro.
It's a different character.
I'm
guys.
not-
Come on.
I'm not high enough level to combine it with anything more than a CR0 creature.
After 5 minutes, you make it to the bottom of the shaft. And there is a stone arch in front of you. Like, the wall covers everything in a stone arch. And a hallway that leads to, basically, stone arch, hallway.
I want to try to make the elevator go back up a few feet just to see if it still can do that. Just so we can know if this is a good way out or not.
It seems to be functional.
Okay, that's good. Do I sense any corruption within 60 feet aside from us?
You gotta specify.
Yes, but it seems to be the normal ambient corruption that you normally experiencing in the city. So, nothing out of the ordinary for the city.
All right then.
I hop along down the hallway.
Alright, so Gurk starts hopping down the hallway.
I'll follow.
I follow as well.
I'll follow too.
I'm taking up the back as usual.
Alright.
Hang on. We don't have ranged other than me, do we?
I have ranged.
I mean, I would if I was any form of optimal at the moment.
I use a laser bow, so
Oh yeah, that's right.
Okay.
it's
I mean-
spell.
I mean, I have spell snipers, so it's not necessarily a problem. I just happen to think, am I the only one that can cover distance? But anyways.
I mean, no, alt doesn't. I'm like, I was gonna say alt can, but no, alt doesn't have.
Nope, I'm all close combat all the time.
You know,
Yeah, it's just me and you.
Woohoo.
Onyx if she throws someone.
Still waiting for that fastball
Legitimate
special.
form.
Make
Alright.
that product placement there, Kev.
So as you walk down the hallway, the classic
Use your
sconces,
words.
along, I always joke with Katrina when we're playing that I call the sconces scones just to irritate her, and I was saying the wrong word again. So the things on the wall that you put torches and stuff in.
Gones.
Yes.
Delicious.
Yes. Well, they are metal.
Delicious.
So for one of you, they're the same thing. But the torches actually start auto-lighting as you get near them. And it's a indigo purplish light.
Cool.
Mood lighting.
Food lighting?
Yes.
No, mood lighting.
Food lighting.
These aren't really food.
So you proceed down the you proceed through the hallway. It's about 120 feet or so, and you come to a set of very elaborately constructed bronze doors. Like on the front is depictions of like two armies battling.
Ooh.
I
How dire.
study it with my bug eyes. Anything really standing out? Like there's maybe like a specific hero on each side or something, or
You don't see like individuals sticking out, but the outfits look very old, like I said, more of a bronze armor and everything. So this is quite a long time ago. Because people haven't used bronze armor in forever, unless they're weirdos in the white wastes.
Possible history check for any sort of background information.
You can roll to see about how long ago bronze was.
And I won't worry about it then.
you know what? I'll roll history. Why not? I can't communicate it because I'm currently a rust monster.
Is there any writing anywhere on the door?
On this door, there is no writing.
Don't worry, guys. I got this.
He doesn't got this.
4.
I believe. Oh.
Yep. Onyx has the right to deal with the X there.
You think they're old.
Okay.
At more than 5 years. You're definitely sure it's more than 5 years.
It's older than me. Oh, it's almost twice as old as me. Wow.
Damn.
It's like ancient.
It
Mhm.
is to say, it's like ancient stare at everybody else in the party who is probably about 3 times that.
Gurk just has like an inner monologue. It's like, this is probably older than the oldest Trog that ever lived. 20.
You're
True.
probably right.
Truly a treasure of the race.
And he's still not wrong.
Trogs, the lemmings of the universe.
I love their lore in Test Wave 2. I hope it doesn't change.
Do I sense any creatures on the other side of the door?
No. Took me a second to remember to think, but no, you don't detect any creatures with your stuff.
Oh, yeah, okay, corrupted. I'm gonna try to push the door open.
But as you push it, it just swings very well. Like, unlike the elevator, there seems to be no corrosion, no effects of time on these doors as they just kind of swing in.
What's inside?
All right, glad you asked. As you peer inside, you see at the a room about, let's make it 30 meters diameter. Along the wall of murals, and at the very center is a large kind of altar pedestal thing with a box on top of it.
I guess this is where we hear.
If I remember,
Onyx walks towards the pedestal.
But I thought
And
there
the
was
box.
3 challenges.
Maybe the third challenge was the elevator.
Okay. that's
Yeah,
I
fair.
doubt that.
We solved that real easily because we're smart.
I mean, we solved the first one really easily. It was the weirdest thing.
I'm still not even sure we really solved that, but sure.
I mean, hey, we got through, right? Without
Okay,
getting
you
stabbed.
know, that's fair.
Gurk hops over to the murals. What are they of? Is it just more of this Bronze Wars stuff?
The first mural, like starting from your left going around,
Mm-hmm.
you see what appears to be a figure wearing robes, like old style robes, casting what appears to be a spell, and a hole, what appears to be like a hole opening in the sky.
Okay.
The second mural you see is what appears to be it's split in half, and you see the land underneath with the guy casting the spell, and on the other side you see just humanoid figures writhing in pain.
Okay.
On the next mural, you see like hordes of creatures coming down from the gate, the hole that was formed, and just destroying towns and stuff.
These creatures, do they look like fiendish creatures, or what's...
They are multiple forms, nothing really, no coherent form. Like, each individual is very unique. You're thinking corrupted.
I was about to ask that, yeah.
Yeah.
Does the hole in the sky look like the one above Del Diablo?
It looks very much like it.
The robed figure probably doesn't show the face or anything. It's an ominous hood over the face. You can't see it, right?
Yeah, classic.
Okay, gotcha.
I inspect the pedestal with a box and the box itself.
Right. As you get closer to the box,
Oh no.
basically as you go forward, you do that whole like, hey, what? And you just feel like you see your fingertips starting to wrinkle some and your nails start growing.
So I would suggest stepping back.
I had the same thought I think Hera did there.
Onyx actually lets them grow all to a somewhat reasonable length and then turns around, hey look, claws.
Fair point.
I imagine her fingernails actually being more like rock shards, the same white as her hair spikes, and probably also a lot thicker than normal fingernails.
Grug looks down at the first 2 front limbs that he has and looks at his tiny little insectoid claws. Looks up at you.
So what happened there, Onyx?
I don't know. I put my fingers close to it, and this happened. And she holds up her claws now.
Does it hurt?
Rust Gruk hops over and his little insectoid claw just like, boop.
Basically, you start wrinkling, growing some as you go. Onyx, you know when you're looking and doing this, you feel little, like I'm trying to describe it. Basically, almost as if you have some arthritis in your first joint. One finger.
You got older.
So
I think only in that hand, though.
Yeah,
Can
it's like that. As you go through, just that one finger is just like, oh.
Can I roll insight or something on this? Whatever's going on.
Sure. Inside the field? Yeah, that's fine.
Or Arcana or whatever.
I think
Also,
Arcana probably a little bit better.
Onyx now goes over to the wall, and because the nails are too long for her, because she can't properly make a fist, she starts to file them down on the wall.
I feel like it's just... Go ahead, Scotty.
I rolled surprisingly well, 21.
wow.
Hey.
All right. You're guessing it's some sort of time displacement field. So whatever tries to go through it's probably going to age.
Okay, obviously Gurk stopped, like, he just, like, had one little claw poke through. But after that, he stays way away from that field.
Can we tell like about the radius of the field based on where the hand?
You're thinking it's about... but I'm trying to make sure I have all my conversions right. It is about 3 meters away. So 3 meters around it where it starts.
All right. I would like to have Demona try to use a levitation spell to try and grab the box.
You have Mage Hand?
Huh?
You have to touch the thing for Levitate?
No,
I don't remember
levitate is level 2 spell. One creature or loose object of your choice that you can see within range, which is 60 feet, rises vertically up to 20 and remains suspended there for the duration. Wait, no, hang on.
You're able to make it float, but it won't move.
I thought it was able to move.
No,
We could
It
try
only
that,
move
though.
by pushing or pulling. Crap.
Yeah.
Good idea, though.
We could throw something at it.
Yeah, we can throw... Oh, hold on. I can actually throw rocks.
I think most people can.
No. It's like my special... I can...
I can
I
throw
can
rocks,
control-
guys.
No. Control stone, sand, and dirt, and can fling stones as if using a sling.
So, you can do
But
D4
I-
bludgeon damage.
Yeah,
That's
I
like a
know.
range.
No, but what I imagine is that I can like throw them out of my wrist or whatever.
All I'm picturing is the one X-Men character, Ike, I think, or whatever,
Yeah,
picking like spikes out of your hair and throwing them.
yeah. I think like that. That fits really well. Yeah, actually, I'm going to pull out basically one of my hair spikes and just fling it into the field that is there.
Goes through ages, which it's a stone hair, so it's kind of hard to notice any real age. The patina on it and everything. And it hits the chest and just like...
Is it enough force to cause the levitating box to move?
It's not levitating right now, I think.
Yeah,
I think
since
the
I
bonus
wasn't
said
able
never
to move it.
mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just hits and it kind of bounces off.
So the box doesn't move at all?
No discernible movement.
It might if you levitate it.
I think I have a better idea. Instead of wasting a second level spell slot, I'm going to try to use the cantrip Gust and form a ball of air behind it and try and push it towards us.
That's good. That's a good plan.
Yeah.
Waiting on the universe.
Reading
Buffer.
this.
Long story short, for the one that I'm trying to use, create a small blast of air capable of moving an object that is neither held nor carried and that weighs no more than 5 pounds. It's pushed up to 10 feet away.
Alright. You notice it doesn't move.
Shit. Oh, wait, no. I had a different idea. Possible roll Arcana check to see if the spell that has the aging time dilation, there we go, is centered in the ceiling or the floor to possibly destroy the block that has it.
Block? Is this Minecraft?
Shit, no. Unfortunately, I do have that open on the other window. Anyways.
We're so boring. Someone's playing other games.
No, it's paused. Anyways, will that be acceptable?
You can roll, yes. Or what is Matt Mercer? You may certainly try.
Well, trying is what I'm going for here. It is 24.
24. You believe that it is centered on the pedestal.
Below the box.
What is the pedestal made of?
It is made out of bronze.
God damn it!
Is there
I was
anything on the
hoping it was
floor around the field? Any markings on the floor? Any weird stones?
Looking around, you see some random, like some old etchings and stuff of writings. Most of it looks like it wasn't here initially, like somebody kind of graffitied a little onto the floor, but the language is old like balls.
Investigation for anything around the room that involves that pedestal in the box.
I want to
Alright.
help.
All right. So if you're helping, roll with advantage whoever is the primary roller.
I got a 7 on investigate as my bonus for investigation. I have 7. What do you got?
Way lower.
Okay. So 25 on the first one. And a nat 1 on the second one, so 25.
Hey!
You notice one of the murals has the box pedestal on it. As you were going around and hold on, I got a message here in the middle of my exposition.
The best time.
Hold on. Isn't Alt?
Huh?
Wait, your character, goddammit, Tomo. Isn't Tomo an Eternal Rai?
I sure am.
I just realized what Hera was thinking.
So do I. Tom was just feeling like, I'm gonna let you guys do this. I'm not gonna be helpful at all.
Couldn't you just like, what happens to you if you go close to this? That would be very interesting right now.
You know,
because-
actually, now that you said that, I'm kind of curious. I want to do that.
What's Eternal Rai again?
Yeah, I'm double checking this. I'm like, what is this?
Uh,
I mean, I have necrotic.
This is what happens when we're playing the test wave with something that has how many Rai?
Too many.
A few.
Like 30?
Hera just recently was reading the Rye stuff, so I feel like that's why she knows.
There's a lot of Rai there, yeah. And I made a bit of a
Yeah.
I
Okay,
had
so
it- I was
Eternal
inspired. I was
Rai
inspired.
can never die of old age. I think that's what you're getting at.
Yeah, pretty much that.
Their bodies have mutated beyond it. They can still die of disease, poison, or injury, however. And they grew weaker with time. So pretty much it would turn into skin and bones and would be a tortured existence. But you wouldn't die.
That
Maybe not an
sucks.
option one.
But yeah, eventually reaching a point where they are little more than a pile of thoughts and bones. It's literally what it says.
Wow.
Okay, well,
and-
That is mean, Chris. That is mean, Chris.
Once per
It's
day.
also a kind of useless ability.
Once per day you can talk to dead.
Yeah, I like that ability. So let me ask: Did Onyx? That's your character? Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Did you say that out loud? Like, were you actually wondering that out loud?
No, I wouldn't say so.
Aw, darn it. 'Cause
I'm
otherwise-
sorry, no.
Otherwise, someone would be like, "Oh yeah, I do wonder about that." Oh God, my arm!
Gurk turns back into his normal Troggy form.
We were looking at the mural that had a picture of the box. You didn't finish
Yes.
explaining that.
Yes, because you have mentioned. Okay, so
You-
as
you
you
know-
go,
You notice him get it like a blueberry, and he's just like... And he tosses it at the very base of the pedestal.
okay, let me explain the murals
Yeah,
first,
do that
and
first.
then we go. The murals go around the room like I was describing, and you only described the first couple. The very last one has a depiction of a figure in armor with an eye in the chest and a skull over the head, which you know as the Messiah, leader of Del Diablo. It has 2 humans, a elf, a dwarf, and a halfling, all around this pedestal, signing what appears to be a scroll.
But nothing indicating on how to get that off of the pedestal.
Do we even want to get it off the pedestal? Because this seems like a whole lot of bad if we remove it, if it's something important.
Slow motion berry.
So what's your damage for your exploding
Well, I mean,
berry?
it gets a dex save.
Or it's like the exploding fruit in...
Oh, wait. Is it actually an object, or is it a creature? If it's an object, it doesn't have dex, so...
Yeah.
The object fails its dex save.
Okay.
Though it is immune to a few things. Are you trying poison or psychic damage?
It's force damage. As this very good berry flies towards the base of the pedestal. And the pedestal, wow, takes... Wow. 23 force damage.
Jesus!
So you all kind of feel and hear
Wait, let's see, how big's the radius on it again? Let me double check. Might have killed myself. Let's see. Just kidding, I'm not that weak. 15-foot radius.
So it does extend past the aging field. Though you do notice really weird as it explodes, it kind of slows down for a bit and then speeds up real fast as it goes out. You're thinking that past the aging section might have been a inverted de-aging section by how slow it was going.
Does it do anything to the pedestal or the box?
The box seems perfectly fine. The pedestal is dented. Like, a chunk of it's just kind of like...
Did it knock it off its bounce just a little bit?
You're thinking maybe another good one would knock it off the pedestal.
Cool.
But it is...
Then it's still in the
pedestal.
sphere. Then it is still in the sphere, though.
I mean, yeah.
Is anyone good at throwing lasso?
Gurk raises his hand as he just casts Thorn Whip and pulls it in.
Thorn Whip. Let us read what that does.
It has 15-foot range.
Yes.
And it is an attack, but would I be able to use it as a grapple instead and pull it towards me? I understand if I can't.
Yes, roll an attack roll.
Okay. Whee! A 10.
And, alright, so you swing your whip, and as you see it basically go through, you kind of miss because of time dilation and everything, like it's sped up and then slowed down, and your aim is just like, that's weird. It's like trying to shoot, through water, how it reflects things. So you're just kind of like, oh man, it's missed.
Has
Okay.
the aging effect on my hand, stopped at all? Like, has it returned a little bit, or?
Nope, it appears to
Okay.
be over.
Well, that's interesting. Let's try that again.
Depending if keep trying until you succeed.
22.
Hey.
22. So you swing it, it moves around, and you pull it, and you kind of realize why the gust spell and stuff doesn't work. This thing probably weighs more than Onyx. As you slowly pull it towards you guys, there is no weight limit on this.
Okay, let's check my strength, see if I don't accidentally pull myself into the field instead.
Yeah.
Onyx, by the way, weighs about 200 pounds.
Yeah, I'm not weak, but I am small size. So at 14 strength, I think I'll be pulling myself in the sphere.
Really? Onyx
So
is only 200 pounds?
So I
Sure.
so when I realize I can't take it on my own, I'm like, a little help.
Alright, so we'll walk over
Onyx
to-
grabs Grug and pulls Grug.
And so we'll grab Onyx and pull Onyx.
Anybody grab Soul?
I'll do that.
Okay. Team effort.
Team effort.
Pull it all, basically pull the chest out.
Tomo just has cheerleader pom-poms. Just cheering everybody.
I feel like that fits so Tomo.
Oh, shit. I'll make it easy for everybody. Now I can use levitate.
We've already got it. We're good.
I imagine now you use levitate, the thing suddenly becomes weightless and the whole group like
Also, I love that, Kev, by the way, I love that you use Onyx as the example of what makes it heavy when Onyx is not the heaviest character.
I just always imagine it's because Onyx is short and heavy, so stout and stocky. I always picture her heavier than she really is.
Solitude is actually heavier than Onyx.
How?
Really? But she's also
She
like
is 7
twice.
feet tall.
Is she just that dense? Whatever.
Wait,
You know, she's just ridiculously tall.
Solitude's 7 feet, Onyx is 5.
Not even 5. She's
Solitude
4
is
foot
7
9.
Solitude is 7'4".
Onyx is 4'9" and 200 pounds.
If your characters follow the normal pattern and start dating, you might want to invest in Icy Hot for those neck rings.
Nice.
Nope, I've already determined Onyx and Sol will not be dating. Sorry,
Right,
Hera.
and you guys won't adopt any orphans either.
I mean, that we've already adopted Onyx, so we've already adopted an orphan.
So, you have a levitating box.
Did Demona levitate it, or did we just pull it?
I think Demona said they were going to levitate. Did you actually go through with the levitation?
Well, that's the thing. How difficult is it for them to pull it all the way out of the field and then for somebody to carry it?
I mean, it took most of the party's strength to pull it.
I
It
mean,
weighs
Onyx
about-
is pretty strong.
So it weighs about 400 pounds, so times your strength by, I think, 17, and that's your max carry.
We may not need to carry it if we can
15.
open it and take the inside out.
It's 15
15? Oh, where did I get 17?
right now.
My
Okay.
carrying capacity is my strength multiplied by 50. Let me check that real quick.
So that would determine itself. But the idea of trying to open it also could potentially work.
Yeah, Gurk just opens it.
Hey, you
If-
go.
If there's a clear opening and not a lock of any kind, or
What?
I cannot carry it. I can push, drag, or lift it, though.
Okay, if we can't take it out of the box, then I'll cast levitate and actually haul that shit out of there.
Yeah, as you get closer, you notice that there's writing along it. Basically, this is a language that we ended up developing because Katrina made a small boo-boo in the other game, so we went with it and developed it. It is written in the liturgical language of corruption. It is known by the corrupted Druids who are part of the corrupted church.
so I would know.
Yeah, but can you character read at all?
Except for Druidic.
You can't read Druidic?
I can.
Oh, you should be able to read this. It is actually based off of Druidic.
Oh, okay. Gurk looks like he's about to open it, and he starts reading the symbols on it.
Yeah.
When you guys
Whoa.
know, he can't read shit.
Did not think you could read, Gurk.
One of the few things I can read. What does it say?
As you're looking close, it says, "Herein lies the peace treaty of concordance that ended the corruption war.
Ooh.
Say the name of one of those who signed it and proceed forward."
Any of you history buffs?
Yo.
Hey, do you know what any of those guys are? As I point to the elf and dwarf and all of them on the wall. That look like they're signing a peace treaty, if I recall.
At least I
Do I need-
recognize one of them. He's the Messiah, but what's his name?
That's what I'm asking.
Surely he's famous.
Everyone looks at a nerd in the party moment.
You guys would be aware of this. Messiah is Messiah's name.
I say Messiah out loud.
Yeah, it's the 9 lords and ladies. Their names are quite weird, like the Walking Sage or Walking Nirvana and stuff like that. That's actually their names, except for Caesar. because Susan's weird. So yeah, you say, Messiah, and you just hear click, and it just, like I said, it opened up, and you see the treaty and everything. And also the field of aging, you just kind of see it go, and disappear.
That would have been so much easier if we'd have thought to name the people on the walls.
We should have put some wine in there.
What was that? You're on the other side of the room. What?
It's
It's unmuting, but it's not picking up.
Yeah, your mic is not working right now.
That's okay. I can hear you from over there. What did you say?
So are we stealing this treaty from here for that random guy?
I think so.
Can you hear me? There
Yes.
we go.
Yeah.
Oh,
I got a bad feeling about this, guys.
Do we want to do that? Isn't that bad?
it doesn't look very tasty.
He doesn't even live here.
Let's steal it. It'll be fun.
We should, yeah.
Also, apparently we made
Real
an agreement
quick.
with him in the future.
What is
Now it's-
everyone's insight check modifier?
Ooh,
Let's go around. What is Grok's?
insight?
Yes.
My modifier is +4.
All right. Oh, I'm horrible. Tomo's modifier. I have the name written down. I couldn't remember it.
Yeah,
I suck.
I was about to say, you got this. Just look down at your notes.
It's one of those days from work. You know how Fridays are.
Yeah.
Tomo's insight modifier.
Alt.
Oh, my mic was muted. That's what's going on. It's a 3.
Soul.
4.
Demona.
Just a 1.
Onyx.
1.
And Cyberus.
1.
So
One's
many
fine.
doubles.
Wow, the magic girl and the hobo trash druid are the most insightful.
It's Onyx. What do you expect?
That is very accurate.
Yeah, actually, with our previous actions, yeah.
All right. As you guys are going and stuff, like I said, they're the murals and everything. Gurk and Onyx, as you guys are talking and stuff,
I think
one
you
of them
mean stall. Do you not? Really?
I rolled to see who got this
Interesting.
randomly. That's my 3 numbers.
Oh, cool.
Katrina's dice suck.
Yeah,
I mean,
Now
yes,
I know what she stole
I've
mine.
learned. I've learned.
She stole
Yes,
mine
we've
for
learned.
a reason.
Kev, we've seen her in our 2E game. Yes, we know how bad her rolls are.
Yeah. Wait, that might be what my dice are.
She picked
Okay,
she picked a halfling specifically for my Ghost of Saltmarsh campaign because of her bad rolls. So she got the halfling luck. And I think she's going to take Lucky Feet. I would not be surprised.
All right. So
And improve
Gurk and Onyx, as you're going and like so the mirrors are around and you guys are just like, should we take this stuff? You notice in one of the murals, it basically depicts a man like embracing this woman, and then the next one, the woman is going into the portal. The guy looks vaguely like the person who sent you on this mission.
The gentleman?
No, the
No,
other guy.
The time traveler weirdo.
Steampunk gentleman.
The weird guy who confuses the shit out of me.
So most men.
Yes.
Ah.
Oh yeah, I forgot. We have time traveling now. That's the thing. That's right. Okay. Well, not our problem. Let's just take it and get our money and go.
Yeah. Onyx takes the treaty, stuffs it in her pants.
I have a better spot for it.
No, don't eat it.
No, I'm not going to eat it.
So
I think
as
you want
you
to put
reach-
that thing anywhere near your mouth.
Could you eat the box?
His staff, he actually takes off a false top on his staff, and it's hollowed on the inside, and he pulls out a scroll already in it, and just puts it in his inventory.
His inventory?
His backpack or satchel or something, I don't know.
I'm sorry, who's playing what game now?
I just imagine like a heart popping up in front of Craig.
Let me,
Pulls out the thing and stuffs it in a box.
let me
inside.
This is
clarify.
Retroverse, so that could be a thing.
Yeah. So let me clarify because I did not describe it. The treaty scroll is not a scroll. It is a scroll, like the Torah in Jewish culture.
Oh my god, this is even better then. This is even better.
You're going to do the rise thing, aren't you?
Actually,
Hera?
okay, then I still have a better place to put it.
Onyx just
Also,
this isn't a scroll, it's a weapon.
as you pull it out, you notice that even though it looks like paper, it is actually platinum.
It's a perfect weapon.
Like
the
thin
best kind of
paper
weapon.
platinum wrapped up as the scroll.
Onyx, don't smack someone with the thing. You might break it.
Let me
It's platinum.
Onyx,
let me see
give
it.
it to give it to Gurk.
How much does it weigh, by the way?
It weighs, oddly enough, maybe like an ounce or two. It is not as heavy like it should be.
I don't think it'll be a good weapon then.
I donk it against the box.
I love that now you refer to it as donk because I keep saying that when I hit you with the bottle.
Right.
Gee,
It just kind of hits and it's like almost hitting paper against the box.
Okay, this is not a good weapon. Is it taller than Grog actually?
It's about
Let me see, how
this
tall is he?
so about 2.5 feet.
I'm 3'11", so I'm not.
hey,
I'm taller than a gnome. And a
I'm
kobold.
throwing it to Grog.
Okay.
Catch.
I grab it and I turn into this really nasty-looking wolf-like creature that you
Oh,
may or may
right.
not know as
Oh, wait, hold on. No.
as a warg. As the scroll, as now it's part of my equipment and stuff, emerges.
I have a
All
question.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Do we know anything from rumors or history about power or something related to the treaty, like someone who holds it has power over something, or any rumors about like that?
As far as you know, no one in this group has ever heard of this treaty or the corruption war before today.
It's pretty elderly. You might go blind reading it.
It's older than any Trog who has ever existed.
Yeah, you need some sort of
It's
monster creature to read it properly.
Yeah.
It's at least of legal drinking age.
Generations of Trogs have died in the time.
The Trog's drinking age, there's just no drinking age. You're like, they're gonna die in like 2
Civilized-
years. Just let them
Trog
drink.
civilizations have risen and fallen in shorter time.
Yeah, actually.
Should we check if this is actually the real deal and not some fancy fake?
I'm already a war.
mean,
It's
if
already
it's-
wargified.
Oh,
If it's a fancy fake, then I mean, there's not much we can do.
I don't know.
Are there any other exits out of this big room?
Not just the one. Also, just a note, Trogs reach maturity within 3 months. They can live up to 300 years.
We probably won't.
No,
Keep reading. No, keep reading.
The oldest recorded Trog lived to be 90 before dying of violent death. So how do they know they can live up to 300 if the oldest known was 90?
They
Probably just really spry.
I think the wording is theorized that they could live up to 300, but they don't because their culture's ridiculous.
It's maybe like they made a genetic test, basically. So,
Trogs
like, okay,
are the species equivalent of the Jackass crew.
Yep.
if they like,
I have
if
proficiency in
the-
battle axe for no reason, just because I'm a Trog.
if the Trog is kept like, you know, it's like a free like in the wild Trog lives only like they die earlier, like with animals that live in zoos often living longer, like in captivity. So if you have a enslaved Trog,
The only way they found out this Trog can live up to 300 was because it was a comatose Trog.
but who would keep the Trog on life support?
Find out of sheer curiosity of these weird ass.
I'm making a character who's a mad scientist who found out that Trogs live up to 300 years.
All right. Well, should we guys? Should we go?
I guess. I mean,
But yeah, this thing's probably worth way more than any of our debts.
Yeah, probably.
This guy's not going to give us jack for it.
But I mean, let's be honest here. Do we really want to piss off a time traveler?
No.
Right? Like, he could go back and make sure we were never born. So, let's not fuck with that.
That wouldn't be the worst.
But if you were never born, that means he would never have known to go back in time to kill you to begin with.
I mean, yeah, probably. Or maybe he'll just do that before we were born. After.
Alright, I'm
Who
leaving
knows?
before my brain melts.
You okay, Scott? Are you playing your...
All right,
Of course,
well,
everybody's
let's-
waiting for me when I couldn't hear anything. What happened?
We're
now
on
we're
the
just
way out.
questioning time travel and the meaning of life.
Oh, okay.
The
42.
usual.
We solved it while you were
Exactly.
gone, but we're not going
Also,
to talk about it.
also, I'm currently large size, so yeah.
Eh,
And suddenly we notice the door only medium creatures can fit through that.
I mean, Saul is almost the height of a large-sized creature, so... I feel like I'm gonna say I said this, and then Kev's gonna forget about this in like a few episodes, and then tell us, oh, by the way, there's only a 5-foot-tall ceiling.
What? Pink? Ugh.
It better not be only 5 foot tall. No race in Retroverse would be able to walk through it.
I mean, you could duck.
Minecraft Steen could do it.
If it's only 5 foot high, Onyx could walk upright.
Yeah, Onyx would be fine.
So leaving is pretty uneventful. You just go back the same way you went, and
Huh.
yeah,
Well,
That was fun.
get out of here then.
you guys.
Is as we leave the other elemental, is he still there?
He doesn't appear as you go by.
Okay.
You know, I thought somebody would try murdering us by now.
That would be like the saddest thing. It would just walk by and he's just like, goodbye, I'll be here forever.
Guarding nothing.
I mean, that's elementals. Probably wouldn't care. It'd be
I
like,
mean,
yeah.
Fair enough. You're right.
Don't forget the entrance has 2 other hallways.
Yeah, but we have the thing now, right?
I go
We
up
think we do.
I go up to one hallway, and I start sniffing that hallway because I have keen senses.
You smell an earthy smell past it.
What do I hear, as I also have keen hearing?
You hear, oh yeah. No, you hear some rumbling.
Joe
on the other side.
Mayan's coming.
Okay, and what about the other hallway?
The other hallway, you hear crunching.
Like someone's eating cereals?
And what do I smell?
You
Like
smell a little bit of decay coming from that one.
Okay. The
Just
ward
leave it
turns
asleep.
around and just leaves.
All right, let's go. Follow that weird wolf.
It's a very mangy fur, and the face doesn't have any fur on it. They're really demented-looking wolves. At least I think.
Ugly.
At least I think they are in my imagination. And then here's the picture of them, and they're like, oh, okay, they're like monsters.
They're still pretty weird looking though.
Yeah, they're weird looking for sure.
I prefer your version, Scotty. Much like your version of Rust Monsters though, because they're adorable.
It just turns into a Pokemon, you know.
There we go.
So,
One of the Poke Fusions.
I mean, that's what Gurk is.
That's literally what Gurk is.
Sorry, go ahead.
you walk out of the building and basically walk in, you're at the main street and it's bustling and busy center of Del Diablo. You see business guys going to business. You see, people going around, people going to shows. It's basically like being in downtown New York, except much bigger and a lot more people.
Okay.
Oh,
If anyone
let's
does
get
like the
back.
awkward wave because they kind of walked too close but they were walking by to our crew, the ward also awkwardly raises a paw for just a brief moment.
So, we should get back, right? The guy gave us bus fare, I think.
Yeah.
Bus
He
fare.
did.
I'm a
He
horse-sized
did give us
wolf
bus fare.
creature.
He gave Demona
No,
enough.
that's right. He only gave Demona bus fare.
Didn't give anybody else shit.
Well, shit, because I don't have any money on me.
The only thing he gave us was a lot of confusion.
Yeah, he didn't really say anything.
So
He didn't
we
even
should,
tell us what we were supposed to do.
I don't even have my bike.
to get back, maybe we should steal a car or something.
Okay.
Let's not.
I
Let's
sniff
not
I
steal
sniff the air with my warg nose. Do I think I could find my way back with smell?
You could, and it will take quite a while on foot.
How
You also know there's the free public buses you can probably jump on.
how many hours?
2.5 days, maybe 3.
Really?
Let's take the free
Okay.
buses, guys.
The city's like the size of China.
Okay.
All right, well,
Let's
free
take
bus,
a,
let's go.
Let's take a 2-day
The
bus ride.
buses are free.
There are free
Hey, he
buses.
gave all of us. Hey guys, he gave all of us bus fare.
Well, okay. So as with Baltimore City, there are basically 3 types of buses. The free buses, which are certain short routes. The paid buses, which go to more areas. And the express buses, which cost more, but they have fewer stops. Baltimore City has 3 buses.
How long will it take for us to get home with the free bus?
Probably 8 hours.
So, AKA, it's the nicest bus, slightly nicer bus, mobile apartment.
Okay, I'm confused because Baltimore City, they're all mobile apartments, really.
Fair enough.
And I'm like, public transportation, nice. What? What?
Can the bus fit a giant dog?
The bus is
We'll make it work.
designed to sit people of various body types and sizes, as Del Diablo has a lot of variants because it is a city of corruption.
I mean, there was that whole animal town. I'm sure there is giant dogs.
Yeah.
They even
Well,
have
let's get
areas
on
that don't actually, kind of like the wheelchair areas that don't actually have seats, so you can just, like the quadrupeds and stuff like that can just kind of sit down if they need to.
We have to like put a tie around Gurk, make sure he doesn't roll away or something. Well, let's just take the bus home, guys.
Take the bus.
You know,
Take the
bus
bus.
driver's just like,
The warg waves.
I'm just imagining our group probably not even being the weirdest group they've seen. There's
All
a
you need to get-
warg, a magical girl, Tomo, Onyx wearing barely anything.
Hey, I'm a magical girl.
Note to self, get
Yeah, you
large size greatsword to put in mouth.
Yeah, great gray wolf.
Or new Pokemans or whatever.
Whatever.
Whatever floats your boat.
Whose name? I don't know.
I could be Sword
Puppy
Doggo.
Sif.
I'm just Sword Doggo, since there's like 50 different versions of that now.
oh no.
Anyway, so the large size mount seat that's in this bus somehow. I go there and I do the dog thing where they like do like a single rotation around and lay down.
So,
Yeah, Onyx just sits down somewhere, and then like naps.
so as you guys travel the 8 hours and stuff, the bus does stop and exchange bus drivers and stuff and refuels partially through the journey.
Hey, that's a long rest.
Would we be able to get a long rest, or do we have to actually leave this bus and go to other buses?
You can get a long rest.
Okay. After 2 hours, I'm not a warg anymore, but I still sit at that same spot.
In the same pose too.
Yeah, exact same pose.
Yeah, so you go through some neighborhoods. The buses are more futuristic in that they levitate and go along straighter paths, so they don't have to go through twists and turns and stuff when they need to. So it's considerably faster than walking.
When we're on the way back, I want to call our own house with my cell phone.
Even
Just in case that
set up in
guy
our
is there.
house.
I don't know.
I think we do.
It's fine.
Oh yeah, there's no such thing as landlines.
I don't think our house can even answer like this.
Well, I thought maybe that guy is waiting for us.
Eh,
You
he'll probably
call
show up
and
late.
the phone answers, and it's the guy that you saved from Luxor Prime.
Oh yeah, what's his name? The IT guy.
Yeah.
The nerd who we
Roger?
didn't bring home his things.
Seth.
He's upset about
Seth.
someone's taking notes at least, thankfully.
It's just like, hey, hi guys.
Hey, is that weird guy still in the house?
Yeah, he just made us lunch.
All right. Tell him we'll be back in this many hours.
Who's us?
What? I heard somebody on the other line. What's that? I don't hear you. I don't understand. Oh, we're breaking up. How about?
And I'm waiting for the like asshole at the very end before he forgets to hang up.
I don't think Sis likes us.
I mean, it's almost like we kidnapped him pretty much from his house and didn't take any of his stuff with us.
Not our problem. He just
gave
needed the
him-
body.
He got a
If
free house out of
I
it.
get at our place, I can throw him out anytime. Literally.
It's true.
Like the bat.
So,
Do you think we should go grab his stuff on the way back?
I mean, his stuff is
It's like
a
in a desert
completely in a
city.
different area.
I mean,
Just
we
imagine
have what we need. There's no real deadline for us to get back.
Onyx pulls out like a rock, and then uses her stone ray powers to shape the rock into the shape of the world, and then shows to Crack, look, we're here on the world, and this guy's stuff is here.
Mm-hmm.
And now imagine this thing being larger than anything you can imagine.
What?
Saul just looks up at Onyx, shakes her head, and goes back to reading a book.
And then she, after having it a moment like this, she just crushes it and it falls to sand. It's not quite sure if she used her powers there or if it was just her pure strength doing that.
Regardless, Gurk takes the sand as a future spell component.
Hera, you just love this because Hera has a love of spell component users, so he's so happy right now.
I may or may not be casting the most famous spell of all, Pocket Sand.
Oh.
That is the best spell.
So, right, like I said, you guys travel through different neighborhoods. You go through the rich suburban area. You go through an area where everything is like pink colored. Another area that you see like everyone like is over 10 feet tall and stuff, so it's a little bit larger and stuff. So, interesting hoods all around, and finally you pull up in front of your house, a couple blocks
Yay.
away actually, because the bus doesn't pull up right there. You got to walk about 5 minutes to your house.
No big deal.
That's pretty close.
Okay.
I'm starving.
I mean,
Hey, I'm starving too. Oh yeah, good berry, and I just eat one of my good berries.
Do you have
It
more?
tastes like force.
that one.
No, these ones are fine. These are only good berries, not great berries.
do you have more?
Yeah, sure.
We're
Yeah.
about to get home. We literally are like 5 minutes from home.
I give
I
you
might
a single
starve.
good berry that will feed you for literally 24 hours.
I was gonna say, I think Saul ate a good berry in the morning because she refused to eat this weirdo's food.
God, I wish good berries were real.
Also, you heal 1 HP, but we had a long rest, so that doesn't matter.
Yeah, that'd be very handy.
Onyx eats the good berry. She savors every bite.
Gurk eats 4 more, and then he's satiated for the day.
All right.
5 minute walk, and you get to your house, which you don't know. Some of you might be a little offended. Some of you are less offended. It looks fixed up. Like all the
Nice.
external damage is gone. It almost looks brand new. Like
Hold on.
You know how Yoda
Is
looked
our
at, you know how Yoda looked in Order 66 happened, where he like grabbed his chest and was like all sad? That's Gurk right now.
Hold on. Here's the most important question. How does our garage look that
Yeah,
we
how's
made?
that garage?
you notice that it's been fixed up to an actual garage door.
Holy shit.
Oh,
Is it-
sweet.
Onyx looks around and compares it to like the surrounding houses. Is it like, did it get like a complete overhaul and now looks significantly nicer than all the surrounding houses?
We're gonna get robbed.
Yeah. Onyx,
XP.
more people for you to beat up.
Yeah. I let me get to that. Like, I don't know who did this, but this is horrible.
What are you talking about?
Tom was like, well, I'm gonna go look at the garage. See ya.
Gruff grabbed some random
someone-
turf.
It looks like I'm part of some like middle class liberal bullshit.
Damn.
What's the color on the outside of the walls?
Saul looks at Onyx goes, wait, this is vandal?
Is it that like stereotypical house where it's like that kind of slightly yellowish white, like cream white?
Beige?
Yeah.
Nah, it's
Eggshell?
no. We'll go with a brick front. Brick. That's it.
Okay. I grab some dirt from the front yard in my hand, and I do like the Lion King monkey thing, and I like draw in the corruption druidic, like Gruk's signature, so to speak.
As you pick up the dirt, you know it's good, nutritional, clean dirt comparatively what it used to be.
Onyx looks to Cyberus. Do you sense any corruption here?
I put it in my mouth for literally 1 second, so it ages a year. And then I smear it everywhere.
Seems normal.
Yeah, it's basically the same level of corruption. It's just fixed up.
This is actually almost livable now.
As Onyx walks towards the door, she just like hits the wall once to leave a dent there.
Can't we have
please
nice
don't
things?
break the house.
This was part of our reward.
Actually decent looking for once. This is almost as nice as my old home.
Oh hey, a new entranceway! And I hop into the hole in the wall.
It's not big enough,
I
though.
don't punch through the wall. It just
I know, but please don't break the house. It's almost as nice.
Well, your bone claws. Scratch, 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 scratch.
She filed those down. She's
I
dead.
filed those down already.
Probably sounded like chalk on fingernails on chalkboard. Entire time.
Onyx is like, well, I'm gonna get later my cans and get like, this is terrible. This looks so.
Fixed
Looks
and clean.
decent. It's still pretty low class, but I mean, at least it's nice now.
Yeah, you don't like.
Onyx just gives Saul just this very long, silent look.
What? It's
And
also
then just goes
small.
inside.
Like
As
you should.
when the door opens, you get this whiff of food, like almost like someone's cooking dinner for all of you.
Food, and Onyx immediately goes into the kitchen.
You go. You see,
Gruk does, and his hands are still covered with the dirt.
you see the guy. He's standing there. He's like, "Oh, you guys are back. Good, good. I was hoping you'd be back soon. Well, you know, depending on things. I got dinner going. I got hamburgers, and hot dogs, and fried chicken, and
At what state does all the food look like it's at in the kitchen?
a lot of it's already cooked.
Okay,
And-
Gruk's already starting to grab some with his bare dirt hands.
Onyx begins to fix herself up some tacos.
Good, good. I fixed up your place some as I was waiting. Hope you guys don't mind.
You did a
Thank you.
terrible job.
It looks
You
mind.
did a great job.
Ignore them. They
You got rid of all the dirt.
ignore him,
They like
especially
garbage.
him.
It has a nice.
Ignore her.
It had a
because
nice.
She doesn't know what a house is.
It had a nice earthy smell before.
Well, I figured
Actually, somewhat livable.
You
well,
know,
I put most of the trash in the basement for the Trog. I thought there was stuff you were moving into your room.
Okay, I'll let it slide. As I take like 3 or 4 more hot dogs, no buns or anything, and I just head to the basement.
Onyx is like, well, you can paint a target on our backs here in this area.
I mean, Onyx, you did throw a bet at someone. I think you just painted a target on yourself anyways.
Maybe.
say that
I don't
he-
know. The guy's now like a
Also-
hermit crab. He seemed okay with it, so
Also, Onyx, I think after we took care of the rats here, I don't think many people are gonna bother us. And I mean, Onyx, just think about it. More people for you to punch.
So you guys don't
Fair enough.
want me to install the white picket fences outside?
No, please
That
do.
might be well.
oh.
Please do. Might
Okay, I'm
actually make it look like a decent house.
Onyx under her breath is like, well, they're not gonna stay white for long.
I mean, we can just paint them, Onyx.
It's a
If you
bunch
don't
of
like
tiny
white,
spikes.
Onyx, if you don't like white, then we can change the color.
So did you retrieve the item from the area?
It's like Gurk has it as he's walking away.
Yeah, I'm already gone. I'm not in the room anymore.
Hey, neither is Tomo.
Onyx walks after Gurk to get the item.
So you guys survived as he's talking to everyone else as you went to go get
She
Yeah.
has
Yeah.
she has also like 3 tacos between each of her fingers, and then he's eating them.
Someone cast Gust, and like all the stuff goes out of the taco, so you only have the shells. And then whoever's the biggest in the party just gives you 2 of them.
If anyone did that, they would probably
Be happy I don't have Gust, Hera. I would do it in a heartbeat.
That orc from the other day that I almost killed just shows up and is like, here.
Yeah,
yeah. Onyx follows Gurk to get the not the tacos, the item, the scroll or the thing.
But yeah, no, we didn't. It was surprisingly easy.
But good. It wasn't really supposed to be too difficult.
Okay. Well, aside from the the one elemental that tried killing us, but
Oh yes, the question or die policy.
yeah, we somehow actually managed to get the first one right.
That's good. That's good. I didn't think you would know any of the answers.
We didn't.
Then how did you get it correct if you knew not the answer?
Onyx guessed it.
We're very good at things.
Dumb luck.
Nice. Best kind of luck. The dumb kind. Oh, by the way, there's someone living here named Seth. We have like 5 friends coming to play a game in the other room. He said I was okay with you guys.
When do we get a new friends?
No, the guy we...
Oh.
Oh, wait, I'm not here.
I thought Tomo. Oh yeah, no, Tomo's in the garage.
No, she's in the garage.
I guess
Yeah.
Onyx comes back by now with the scroll thing,
I'm
like,
surprised you have friends.
or is Gurk being difficult about it?
You just see the scroll got cast aside with a bunch of the rest of the garbage, and Gruk's doing Scrooge McDuck with the gold coins, but with garbage. So you can just take the scroll while he's
Yeah,
distracted.
she just
Yes.
she gives him like this weird look, and then just takes it and
He starts
she leaves-
doing backstrokes, and instead of like spitting out water, it's just garbage.
Yeah, as she walks
I'm
out,
glad
she,
I'm
she
not there.
checks like one of her tacos is gone, and then she checks the other one, looks like, and it's just like, and throws them back into the room with Gurk. And then goes back with the scroll thing.
Brock goes over, tries to eat it. I hate cilantro.
I probably noticed it, but don't care.
I was just gonna say, I mean, even if it tastes like cilantro, it won't for after a couple seconds.
I gotta let it ripen.
Oh, just
Some gross things going on.
no, just
Trash Druid.
herbs. Just herbs aging anything more than like a couple days, and they go gross.
Yep, she brings back the thing, and it's like, yep.
Like, excellent. One of the treaties of concordance. One of the few remaining ones. Good. Needed this.
So what you want to do with it?
I'm trying not to laugh because it reminds me of the Scroll of Truth.
You can't use Fireball to solve your problems.
That's a lie, and it knows it.
So you can't seduce every enemy.
That is also a lie.
Just because you roll a nat 20 in a skill check doesn't mean you auto-succeed.
So, what do you want to do with it?
Well, 1, preserve it. 2, make sure its knowledge is not destroyed, and spread it. What this scroll contains, the knowledge has been systematically being eradicated and erased from the world. And that is not a good thing.
Yeah, like,
So-
like we didn't hear anything about this.
Yeah, none of us have
Thank
heard of even the war.
So you like one of those free information guys?
Also, actually,
Sure.
I have a question because I remembered it, but I know that Saul didn't see it per se, but did the other 2, so Onyx and Gurk, point out the one person that looked like him?
Nope.
Gurk has not. Nope.
Probably noticed,
Oh yeah,
but
right. I forgot about that. Onyx looks at him and is like, also there was like a painting of you down there,
Ooh, a painting.
like a mural thing.
Mural. Or was it fresco? Or mosaic? I can never remember the difference.
It was definitely a mural, not a mosaic or a fresco.
Yes, I'm not an artist.
She knows the art stuff better than I do. So sure, she's probably right.
So none of you remember... it is a long time ago.
Do you have like a history book you could give us that would have everything about the war and what happened afterwards?
With pictures for Gurk.
I just imagine it'd be like, this is boring. Ooh, pictures.
I mean, if we do a history thing, I can just draw him a picture book afterwards if we like.
I don't exactly have a book. I could take you there if you all were interested.
To
Where?
where?
Or should I ask when?
I don't ask, Onyx. Please don't ask.
Are you saying you could take us to the signing of the treaty?
Like
What?
Isn't that like dangerous? Like, what if I punch one of those guys there and sign myself?
Suddenly when the murals change and like the elf is like half eaten by a Trog in the background.
It just turns into our party being the ones in the mural.
The way I can do it will prevent you from interfering with the things you're doing.
That's definitely for the best, especially with Onyx and Gurk.
But kind of boring.
Yeah,
No, it's
but
like a
it
movie
also
that you're
won't ruin
part of.
history.
It is
I guess.
concerning, though, that even in this city, history is being forgotten.
I mean, I've only been here for a short time, so...
Yeah, me too. So, I don't know, I didn't go exactly to school here. I don't know what they have in their history
I mean,
classes.
I went to a lot of school, but none of it for history.
What's their schools?
What is
Things you
school?
go to learn.
Oh,
They're the place of learning and knowledge.
Or art. And a lot of drugs sometimes.
That considered learning and knowledge.
Also, I'm going to point out too, as I'm saying this, I went looking through my inventory and I realized Saul has like a decent amount of drugs on her. She's got 2 joints and some spice.
Nice.
She should be sharing.
Yeah, what the hell?
we'll have a party later.
I mean, wasn't this house literally a drug den?
Yeah. I can already see it. It's the Tomo Sol Onyx obligatory
Instead of getting drunk, we get high.
/ drunk and do stupid stuff.
So,
Do you know what? We should do that, get high, and then go to this history trip.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, that would be the
Yes.
best.
That might help us learn.
You guys play a game called
Expand our horizons.
Stronghold Day, and you trash talk people on it. That's a real stretch. Maybe Bort Blight, I don't know.
That one I get.
And one of you like just takes the headset and it's just like, I will come over I am actually the god of thunder, and I will come over and destroy you. You know, normal stuff.
I feel like Onyx is the person to make a threat in a video game and then actually follow up and do it.
Onyx is the person on comms that's like, I'm gonna blow up your house, and then your house
No.
actually blows up.
Onyx would be the person to say, I fucked your mom.
And that actually did.
Oh, I thought it was
0
gonna be
days.
blow up your house and immediately like, Gurk, give me one of those fruit.
Druck, get the fruit.
Yeet! There we go. Got it in.
so
Well, I'm done. Good night, everyone.
Yeah,
Gurk doesn't know
I'd
any
be
of this. He's in the
interested in-
basement swimming in
I'd
garbage.
be interested in learning this, because
Yeah,
I've never heard of anything about it.
Maybe just pack some snacks. These are really good tacos.
oh, thank you. I learned from a master taco maker long ago.
What was his name?
You don't talk
Wait, I'm
about
not
him?
there anymore.
His name was Taco Johnny.
Oh.
Taco Libre?
So, we'll say, one second, let me grab Tomo.
What? Who?
And she'll run over to find Tomo in the garage.
There's an actual
Say-
bar in here now.
Tomo, we're going on an adventure. I have a joint. We're
Oh,
going to learn history. Let's go.
fuck yeah! All right.
Magic school bus ride.
Literally, magic school bus.
Part of the rituals, we have to be in a hot tub.
Phone booth.
Considering we joined, Onyx is also now packing taking a Tupperware box basically and starting to stack tacos inside of it.
I was gonna say, Tomo walks in the kitchen. She's like, "Oh shit, tacos, sweet."
I feel like our part. This is why we have less people watching us, because we're just hot messes. Shit like this, and then Demona gets us back on track.
Gurk's swimming in garbage. Onyx, Sol, and Tomo are getting high and eating tacos.
All right.
This sounds like another show I'm in, actually.
Is it written in stone?
Maybe.
So, if all of you are ready, you want to go on a field trip, so to speak.
Sol snaps her fingers and lights the joint. Says, "Let's go."
Yeah, and Onyx claps through the big box that she has and puts it under her arms. I think we're ready.
All
Sol
right.
starts passing it around.
If that's the case, follow me. And he just walks out. As he walks to the front door, he's like, after you.
All right. Well, I figure, who's leading this? Because I figure the high people are starting to get high. Probably are leading.
Hold up. Would it fuck with history if I bring my bike? Because that might be fun
Nah.
too.
Don't bring it. Don't bother. We're gonna
Onyx.
You could steal a bike
Onyx-
from the past.
Onyx
Ooh,
takes the
okay.
hit and then walks through the door.
Yeah, I'm following Onyx.
We don't mention that he said he's gonna take us to a version that we can't fuck with history, but we'll keep her worrying about that anyways.
Gurk opens the basement door and he's got like a rotten banana peel on top of his head, and he's like, "Huh? Did I hear something about an adventure?"
Yeah.
Adventure.
Oh, hey,
Going
you
on a
got.
trip.
Oh, hey, you got the good stuff.
In our
Pointing
favorite-
at the joint.
Cloud of smoke, and then just disappear. Probably.
All right. So, as you walk through the door, you're not in Del Diablo. Instead, it's a nice, large kind of meadowish area. But at the center, you see someone in robes, but they're more roughly spun and everything. And they are casting a spell. As you see above you, the rift, start forming, and guy's like, "So, this is the start of all the issues the world has had in the last 15,000 years." That guy...
Gurk hands the joint back, thinking it's a little too strong. He didn't realize we're going on a time travel thing, so he has no idea what's happening.
Tom's just like, "Oh shit, I'm gonna."
Wait, that's the guy in the mural.
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
Gurk hops
What's
up to the front of his face so we can see his face. What is he? Is he human?
You look and it's just kind of shadowy and stuff. It's like, yeah, that's one of the small issues.
Does he seem to even notice me?
No.
I try to take his hood down.
You kind of just got through him as you reach out. It's like, you can't interfere with that which has already happened and you're not part of.
I want to
That's
ask
interesting.
this guy what
Wait,
his
hold
name
up.
is.
We can't interfere with time. What the fuck?
Wait, hold on. Then how can you interfere with us if you're not part of this when you didn't meet us at first?
Hmm?
You doing that before?
No, you don't understand. He was casting a 12th level spell. It's called Retcon.
Oh.
That makes sense.
That makes so much sense.
We were in the present as the present. This is the past, but we are present.
Yeah, we were just watching it. It's like a movie. As my hand is just still going through him. Just.
I'm more confused than before.
No,
I mean, that
no,
seems
this makes
par for the
sense.
course.
And
This is par for the course of him. We know this already.
Onyx offers now tacos.
So wait, why did you take us through this so that we could see this history?
Yes.
Yes.
What
It's
is this
like a
figure's
movie
name?
theater. A documentary with live commentary.
It's like a school trip, except not with a fancy place.
This being, this person, this individual has many names depending on the culture, but the name I refer to him as is the Corruption Bringer. prior to this event, there was no corruption on Radix.
Man, that must have been nice.
That must have been terrible. People didn't know what they were
Weird
missing.
tails growing.
Tails
So-
are great.
So, is that a portal to another plane? Corruption came
That-
from another plane?
That is a portal to what I believe nowadays is called the Dark Web.
That sounds like a horrible place. Why would
Can we-
anyone go there?
Can we go there? How do we go there?
Well, I mean, if
No.
we're spiders,
Just
it should be
attack.
quite easy.
I think you need an onion of some kind. Hold on.
Anyway,
everyone's
Give me
everyone's high as
that
fuck.
goddamn taco.
Everyone's just stoned. Kev is on the last nerve.
Gruk
Onyx
is
trades a taco for the giant.
anyone who's sober notices Gruk is surprisingly not really affected.
I think Demona is the only one sober in Cyberus.
And she's very quiet for a reason. And you may not like the reason.
Because she's casting a spell.
But anyway, you were saying that this darker web they were summoning?
yes. So, this event basically started the War of Corruption, which lasted 300 years. Because a few days later, he just kind of turns his hand and everything starts fast-forwarding. Hordes from that area came down, started devastating the world. In fact, it started bathing this entire side of Radix in corruption. Now, anyone who knows their geography in the present day, which is the future from now, will know that there are certain areas that are just infused with corruption, zones of corruption, like Suicune Lake, or I believe De-Fragger's train. All those places were facing that rift as it formed. So it basically bathed and weakened the barriers between that realm and this one.
Wait, how many shifts ago was this?
It was 45 shifts ago.
For those of you, I have no idea what the hell I'm talking about. This thing, the shift is it moving one side over to one turn? What did we agree on? 338 years or something weird?
348 years. Something divisible by 26.
It takes a while for it to happen, to say the
Yeah.
least.
But it's frequent enough that if you're a certain species, you can actually experience multiple in a lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
Not a Trog.
Nope.
Fun fact, I calculated the last one was only about 40 years ago.
Mm-hmm. So
How many years ago?
About 40.
I don't
Oh,
think
okay.
I don't think any of us were alive during then.
Nope.
The Eternal
No.
Rye, maybe.
But there were many
Tomo.
people who could have been alive. So, interesting. So a shift.
Certainly.
So, this started the War of Corruption. Now, the free peoples of the worlds united against it. And it took a long time for the battle to happen. He just starts fast-forwarding. You see different images. You do see, like, when it gets to a point where you kind of see a figure that looks like him, he kind of, like, super fast-forwards through it. It's like, all right,
Wait, what was that?
Yeah, who was that?
That was you.
He had like he looks weird.
It
Yeah,
was
could
totally
you could you back up a little bit?
He looked
no,
like
what is
Say that in
important...
slow motion.
Would it? I know that we can't interfere with it, but since you are able to, would it cause a paradox for you to be in the same spot as you?
It's an event that is best left unspoken.
Why?
if we start hiding this history, what else are you gonna hide?
Well, you don't need to speak it. You can just show
I
us.
thought you were trying to tell us about history.
Yeah, you want to disseminate the information.
No, that's okay. He probably kissed some girl that he's not with anymore. I understand.
It's even funnier because Gurk and Onyx are the only two who saw the poster, the mural.
Poster. they're just posters now. They're not murals. They're just like rock band posters.
Bronze Age posters.
Yes.
The event depicted in the mural, which you are hinting at, though
She
you
Saul
saw
doesn't
it,
know the mural. Saul doesn't know what the mural is. It's only Onyx and Gurk.
yeah. But he's like, as your friend here might notice and stuff, that is not a story of mine to tell. You would have to ask the other person.
Who's the
Who's
other person?
Well, good for things you to find out. Anyway, here's
Well,
coming to the important
Since he's a time traveler and he's already met us before, obviously we're going to meet this person in the future. Well, our future anyway.
Well, we'll meet him in the future.
Right. So, this is the important part, and why I actually came to you all. Which, by the way, he just opens up a stopwatch. He's like, fast forward some, and all of you are no longer high.
Wait, how old am I
pulls
now?
out another joint.
I'm the oldest Trog in existence. I must be at around 90.
No, I just increased your metabolism, so for the next...
How'd you know a half-life of corruption would be 90 years?
Yeah, so I just increased your metabolism, so your body will basically break down those drugs in like half a second for a while.
Wait,
Oh, interesting.
My
Takes a puff.
metabolism is faster?
In regards to most drugs, yes.
So, like, I could eat a shit ton of tacos and I wouldn't gain weight?
No, drugs, not tacos.
So like steroids, we could all take a bunch of steroids, and we could just work out real hard.
I feel like the actual Demona there, just like...
So,
Training montage?
it sounds like celestials and demons. Whenever they drink alcohol, they can just expel the drunkenness out of themselves.
So why did you harsh our buzz?
Yeah, man.
So why did you harsh our buzz?
Because this part coming up is the important part.
Hey, I was
Alright.
perfectly aware of everything.
Sure.
Let's see. It's like, now follow me to the signing. And as you go to you see kind of like a table, and you see those figures signing. He's like, now, as if you had read the scroll, which I am actually surprised none of you opened it up and to read it. I honestly thought one of you would be super curious about it and would do it and be like, we're going to keep it secret that we read this in case we couldn't read it.
I mean, why would we do that?
Can you let us read it now?
I figured none of us could read it because it was all in, everything was in languages none of us could understand.
Sure.
Except for Gurk, who actually could understand a language.
I kind of lost interest after I figured out I couldn't use it as a weapon.
Actually, I never really opened the scroll, and you just tried to use it as a weapon.
To be fair, we weren't paid to look at the scroll, so I didn't look at the scroll.
Most adventuring parties just are curious by nature and look at things.
Oh, I'm curious.
Anyway,
I was mostly curious if I could use it as a weapon.
Could we have a copy of it?
Laminated, please.
Yeah. Lamination's pushing it, but we could potentially make a copy of it.
We could make it a poster!
Anyway.
Everybody goes blind walking into that room.
So, well, for starters, for those who are worried about reading it, it actually has an enchantment that any intelligent being can read it.
Oh, in other words, we'd have to draw pictures for Gurk.
So Gurk could not read it.
Just because I'm not intelligent in the same manner of thought that you are doesn't mean that I'm not intelligent.
You're very intelligent, Gurk. I've never
That's
seen
probably
someone
why
compile
I'm
garbage like you.
So, as I was saying, someone is trying to erase this event from history.
Would that change history or just make people forget?
They're trying to make people forget because it's a very important part. As he walks up and they're signing, and you see the one dwarf's like, all right, so it is agreed. None of the free races, none of our kingdoms for history will ever wage war against this land.
Oh, that's a bad idea.
The glyphs that are being designed and built here will contain your corruption. If you don't leave, we don't come in, and the war will not begin again. Correct? And the person in the crown is like, that is correct. The forces from the other side will not invade Radix anymore on the large scale so long as this treaty is bound and abided by.
See, this was just set up for failure, because they said no end date on the treaty.
Yeah.
And it's like, so, for most of our history, this has, through various means, been kept in play. But recently, within the last century or so, someone has been going around erasing this knowledge.
Are
And
they
that's
trying to
why-
restart the corruption war?
It seems like it, but I'm not sure who would want to do so. It was a bad time for all.
When you say undo the history, would you mean they're undoing the arcane seals that are keeping the city contained in its corruption?
I believe they are currently erasing its knowledge, and going to incite the other cities, the other lands, to wage war against El Diablo, which will break the
treaty.
Which, by the way, once the treaty is broken, the seals that keep you guys from fragmentating and keeps the corruption contained disappear. So all your corruption will spread throughout the world.
Yeah, that's not good.
That would instantly kill
Okay, I
most
don't
of the
want to
people in the
die.
city, right?
A lot of people will potentially die if the corruption levels drop too low because its seal is broken.
I mean, the people that
Onyx-
are too corrupted.
That
Onyx-
sounds horrible for some people.
Onyx looks up and I think that sounds pretty horrible for all people, considering that this thing continuously spews out corruption. So
Yeah, but
if
for
the seals
those
are
that are in control of corruption, this could be quite beneficial.
Well,
Yeah.
you might
I
want
think
to...
the things on the other side are in control of corruption.
No, the lords and ladies are.
The Lords and Ladies
Because
are
of
in
the
control of their
seals.
city.
The lords and ladies are in control of corruption because of the seals. Once those are broken, we're all fucked, including the lords and ladies. That's what I'm
I
getting
think
here.
everything will be
Gurk,
bad.
Gurk thinks back on his druidic circle that specifically warps and manifests corruption, knowing that he could manage it at least at some point. Maybe not at this level. And he's like, yeah, everyone's totally in trouble.
Well, I'm in trouble then. I don't like being in trouble, and most of us would be in trouble, so...
Yeah, I don't want to die.
So
I mean, most living things don't.
Yes, you're right.
So what's the plan here? Like,
So
print some
you-
pamphlets and...
yeah, you're telling us this for a reason. So I assume this means either we agree now or we agree in the future when retroactively act on it that we are going to help you with this.
Well, without going into doublespeak and all paradoxes, I assume you'd want to help just because you live in this world.
Well, yeah, but you last time pulled you agreed to this in the future. So
Yeah.
Yeah, your future self said it was okay that your past selves do this and create a little time loop.
I can understand then.
oh well.
Future
Okay, so what do you
future Gurk
do?
must have a reason for not eating me.
Have us in the future already succeeded at saving us?
Apparently. Because if
mean,
it's a future version of me, the future version of me would be more experienced and would be more powerful, and usually Trogs try to kill weaker Trogs. So I'm actually surprised that I didn't just come back and kill myself.
Also,
Think about
I mean,
how
mean,
old you
future-
must be, Grok.
I mean...
I'm
future
probably
you just-
4.
Future you just might be like 4 weeks from now, so...
Yeah.
so
Anyway,
Or we could have
What
agreed
do
to
you
this
do?
right after we're done with this.
So what is it you want?
well, I need agents within Del Diablo because I'm pretty certain that there are beings that whatever is behind this is not only in the outside world of what you call the vaccine worlds, but also operating within Del Diablo itself. I need people within Del Diablo who can figure this out with
So-
try to figure it out.
I mean,
We're
who the
gonna
hell
be detectives.
outside of Del Diablo would even want corruption to spread?
someone who's really, really crazy.
Someone who wants to undo the current system.
Yeah, I mean, it could be someone from the other side of the rift.
And also it could very easily be more than one being.
That too,
yeah,
yeah.
probably multiple people.
If the glyphs are destroyed, everyone with over 7 levels will die, and that's probably most of the city, right? Maybe they're
large-
trying to destroy most of the city, including the lords and ladies.
That is potential because honestly, no one's quite sure all the fallout for when the sigils and wards fall because it has not happened.
They may
Yeah,
think
well,
that
Let's not have that happen.
Would it be anything like what happened to the moon centuries ago?
Oh yeah, when the moon got cracked? No, that was a small firecracker, probably.
Oh, okay. I wasn't
The
sure if
moon
that
has
was
been-
because of corruption or whatever.
No, that was a Henshin saving the world and people being ungrateful about it later.
What a
I did
shame.
hear about this actually.
I've heard a few of the Druids. They tried to make a circle for the moon, but it's kind of broken, and they're kind of upset about it.
I'll be back in just a moment.
I understand it completely.
Right. So
Well, anyway,
I'm
I'd rather leave the what happens if these seals break to speculative fiction. So
yeah, we can do alternate somebody can handle the alternate history after it's happened. So
This must be beneficial to my future self's survival, so I'll agree. I'll join.
I mean, I don't want to die, so...
Does a gentleman fit into this? Because he still requires our service for quite a bit of time.
The gentleman. Yeah, I don't really know much about the individual other than he has my watch.
you want him back?
Oh.
I mean,
I
if
think
you
we
get
can
back there.
take it back on it.
The time travel watch that you just used?
No, he's got another watch. I used to, I lost it, and then the other day I kind of noticed when you went to Luxor Prime that he had used it. It allows you to teleport distances, and it also basically destroys things as it hits. It used to be a fancy weapon I had when I was younger, when I was like trying to be cool and edgy. But yeah, I lost it with a bunch of other stuff way back in the day.
Okay.
So, younger you, is that the younger you that was in the corruption war? Or is that an older version of you?
Oh, younger than I am now.
Kev.
I mean, it would be a younger version since it was 15,483 years ago.
That's a lot of years.
Well, yes, it would be in the world's timeline, but I'm talking about your timeline specifically.
Do I look 13,483 to you?
Well,
Yes.
No.
Exactly.
But most creatures don't that are.
That doesn't have to mean anything. I've seen elves that are like really old and just don't look the part.
Yeah, I heard they live over 20. It's crazy.
I'm over 20.
I'm
Whoa.
over 20.
Well,
I'm
you are.
also over 20.
I'm
Wow.
not over 20.
Wow, you are all old.
Hey,
That means you should respect them because they know more than you.
I'm not gonna listen to you, old man.
I'm not old like them.
yeah, fight the system.
I'm joking with you. I'm joking.
There potentially is a place where you guys could get some more information, and that is the Curious Sage's Arachnid Library.
That big old spider?
Oh, good. I wanted to go there.
I mean, we were planning to go there anyways at some point, so...
Yeah.
Do we know what we're looking for specifically?
Are we looking for more of those platinum scrolls?
There, as far as I know, there should have been the only one in Del Diablo. They made one for every, what would become the Giga City, since they were the central stable locations, and they're like, these are safe from the ships. But as far as I know, Del Diablo's is the last one. And that's the one you handed me, which we need to make copies of.
That's good that you made that we got that then.
I was afraid someone was going to come and destroy it, so I had to send someone to retrieve it for me. I personally can't really travel through your city. I can, but I made agreements and deals that kind of prevent me from doing so.
Should we maybe set up some kind of sentry? Like, I don't know, our house guest is currently not doing anything. So we could just tell him like, yeah, set up a watch there at the thing. See if someone like just comes by,
But then
checks
who?
it out.
But then who watches them? Who watches the watchmen?
Call the squirrel guy.
Oh, yeah, the squirrel.
How about we not worry who's trying to take it, and how about we, like, because I figure whoever's trying to take it won't go directly to take it. They'll use someone else, right?
They'll hire some random crew from a shoddy part of town
Well,
to go find it.
Yeah.
But the whole point.
I guess.
The whole point this gentleman wanted us to recover the scroll so we could spread its information. So you just spread the information, it doesn't matter if the scroll gets destroyed. The whole point is to keep the history going.
Onyx looks around and is like, yeah, would hire someone like us, and then looks to the time traveling dude and is like, wait a second.
He hasn't destroyed it yet, and he's
Your enemy's
telling
as smart as us.
he's gonna make
I am a legit friend and benevolent person to this world. After all, I did make you food to eat.
That means nothing. My mom made me food. She hates me.
No, to be
No,
fair,
that means a lot.
You can trust a man who makes good tacos.
Well, I'm from an older time, as you guys figured out. It used to be ancient tradition and actually had oomph behind it that when you share meals, it was a sign of trust and a sign that parties involved of it were to be friends.
Oh, you're thinking.
Was it
of the law of
specifically
hospitality.
salt that they shared?
No, saffron. It was saffron.
Just so we're clear, in case you actually betray us and they end up dying, like starting to die from corruption, last thing I'm gonna do is rip your head off.
I mean,
You can certainly try.
so easy plan, guys. We're gonna go climb the spider thing.
Yep, I guess so.
Wait, you didn't tell us
Sounds
what
like
we were
fun.
looking for there. That's a big library.
Information.
That's my issue, since I can't really, because of my agreements, enter the library. I'm not quite sure what's in there to help.
All right. So you want us to find information on whoever is going to try and restart the war?
If you can. Also, if we can make copies of the scroll, I'm pretty sure the Curious Sage will protect it within himself like he does everything else.
All right.
Because that's
So-
his shtick.
Before we go there, I'm assuming you're going to have a copy for us.
I can start having some copies made, yeah.
Perfect. And we'll keep a couple copies too, just to have around.
Now, unfortunately, they're not going to be the fancy stuff, the fancy one here. They're going to be lesser quality because...
I'll make them look nice. I'll make at least mine look.
So, 1, what is it written in? And 2, everything that was written on that scroll, was that the movie presentation you showed us, essentially?
It's the agreement between those who signed this treaty and all the little nuances and stipulations and everything like that, but it's the binding agreement, which when people read it, they know it exists. As opposed to just telling you about it. It's kind of like a special enchantment to where you know it's truth.
Will that stay if we copy it?
It used to work when there were multiple copies. I'm hoping it's still going to be strong enough enchantment to do so.
Okay.
So,
And if I were to make reproductions of that, would it be fine too? Like if I do pictures?
Or like put them up on buses.
I don't think pictures are going to convey it, but you could try words.
I'm a pretty good artist.
can I see the scroll then?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Gurk opens the scroll. Is it written in the one language I know how to read?
It's written. You can understand it.
Is it like arcane symbol stuff, where it's just like glyphs, or is it actual characters used to write?
It's one of those classic. As you look at it, it shifts into the language you can read.
I don't know. Okay.
Mona's going to step over behind him and read over his shoulder.
Gurk
All is going to do the same.
Gurk opens
too.
up the staff, opens up the hollowed out staff again, and pulls out the scroll he has, and he starts copying it in Corruption Druidic.
So, did we want to return so you guys have a table, or are you guys just fine sitting in the yard here?
I'm fine.
Yeah, let's go back to the table.
Yeah, let's go
Yeah,
back.
there's food still there, so.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that-
true. Let's go back.
Yeah, let's go copy it, and you guys can read it while we get back there.
Okay.
I'm just saying because as he looks over at the frozen kind of image of everyone sitting there as they signed it, he's like, this brings back some bad memories.
Wait. Perception check. I try to search for him in the crowd as we're in a still image, 3-dimensional image of this area.
Where's Moto?
Is he observing the signing here?
I'm doing the same.
Me too.
Ooh, 27.
I want to roll one dice tonight.
14.
I got a nat 20. I'm sorry.
I got a 10.
I'm sorry, Kevin.
Anybody else basically like, yo, let's find this guy in the crowd?
Nope.
Okay. All right,
I was
so
busy trying to read the thing.
as everyone's reading, the Trog is just like looking, and you see him stand in front of you, like, oh no, that's not him. You're not 100% if it is him, but you do see a figure a bit of a distance away watching, and it looks like similar style clothing as you saw.
Okay, so what he said was true. His younger, angsty self. Got it.
I don't know, angsty, but
Edgy. I think you said edgy.
You did say edgy.
gonna get all edgy.
Just imagine he's like the same, but he's wearing like Hot Topic goth clothes, and he's got like hair over one eye.
Still looks like a 60-year-old man, but like someone who is wearing his grandchild's Hot Topic outfit.
Really baggy pants.
Oh, the JUCOs, were they called, or something like that?
Yeah.
Drip pants.
All right.
So, he takes you back so you guys can eat and copy it, and the scroll basically is describing, some of it is honestly very dry, because it's like, this is the exact distance that each sigil is, and the size of the sigils, and how close any army from outside the land that will become Del Diablo can get to them without violating the treaty and everything. It does have the names of the signatories, and it does say Messiah on there, which is the person you know is in charge of Del Diablo.
Gruk makes to make sure that he states on his copy that these are copies and that there are multiple copies. To avoid confusion in the future, like let's say someone finds one of the copies centuries later and they think it's the real thing.
Yeah, I don't want to make sure you give credit to the original artist.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Does it say who made the glyphs or how?
Looking through what it takes to make them and stuff, it looks like there's a combined effort between 3 individuals, Messiah, the Horomancer, and someone named Gaiman.
It just Gruk's also thinking, you know, like future adventurers run into this and they find it on the corruption druidic and they're like, oh, it's a bunch of like evil corruption druids that made this treaty or something. He doesn't want to have that confusion in the future. Since time travel's on the mind, he's trying to think ahead.
Saul is currently more or less trying to find the interesting things that she'll turn into images, so...
Onyx is currently sitting there with a sketchbook and like trying out different designs for one, a caricature of the corruption bringer, and a tag, remember the corruption war.
New campaign. We make our own TV show for this.
Also, she's like she also pulled out her phone and is currently just like looking if there are any articles about people like specifically drumming up and
Wait, you have a phone? Couldn't you take a picture?
Of what?
The scroll. Whoa, that echo.
Sorry.
Wait.
I had my headset messed up, and so I had to unplug it, replug it. So it was going through my speaker on my computer, and then it's now back on my head.
I think we all have phones, don't we?
Test.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
it didn't
Success.
No, I'm back on headset now. That was the big issue.
Don't we all have phones? I thought we all have phones. It seems like very standard.
Yeah, I
Okay,
want to
maybe-
take a picture of the scroll.
But
So
I was
can
just
read it
thinking,
later.
because the scroll automatically turns to whatever language you know, then you take a picture and it's in that language, or is it in whatever does the magic carry over on the digital image on the phone?
I think not.
The question is,
Um,
would it be in binary because it's what the phone can read?
Ooh.
It appears that when you digitize it, it becomes somewhat gibberish.
Oh, I like
binary.
that.
Anyway, Onyx tries is it when you open like an image file with like a text editor? Is that what it looks like?
It basically becomes, you can't read it. It's just random wingding kind of shit going on.
Yeah,
Okay,
it becomes corrupted.
Hey.
Onyx basically looks for articles or like op pieces or whatever about people specifically trying to drum up support for like anti-vaccine sentiment, also with a call to action to like there needs to be something done, like outside. We need to move outside and spread corruption outside of Del Diablo. Like very specific about that. Basically, people that are like, I don't know,
Being shit disturbers.
Anti-vaxxers.
anti-vaxxers. Yeah,
Hey.
I'm looking for anti-vaxxers.
Kev loves. I can just see from the look on Kev's face, he loves this and is going to use it at some point.
Oh.
Just
I
the
was gonna
second you
say,
said,
because-
like, trying to spread corruption out there, and I'm like, wait, the people fighting us are vaccine. Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's perfect.
I was gonna say, with the drugs not in her body anymore, Tomo's gonna get all quiet and mopey and kind of take a taco and go back to the garage. all this past, all this past talk
So-
has gotten her thinking about the past.
So you're thinking that one of the reasons why when you take the picture with your phones is not working is when they created the scroll, you're not sure if the virtual world existed, so they might not have planned it and put the translation spell to go through the digital realm, because is the digital realm that you send information to is a separate plane of existence in Radix.
Okay, so is it the digital realm or is it the dark web in Del Diablo?
When you know that even in Del Diablo, when you're sending stuff, it's actually going to the virtual world, which is the virtual part of Radix.
So
Let me bring up the map. I can find it.
No, I'm thinking.
I thought I smelled some burning.
Ha 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 ha. Go ahead, continue.
I had to use that joke one time.
I'm just thinking for like actual D&D, be like, oh hey, this was created on another plane of existence, but you get into D20 Modern and people have technology, and they take a picture of it, but it's technically on another plane of existence. So it'd be kind of like that, where it can't transfer to that plane, essentially, is what you're saying.
Yeah, basically everything that involves what we call the internet is actually going to a different plane and back and forth. So you're connected.
That's really cool. I like it.
that is rad.
It's like a digital version of the Feywild.
Or the ethereal plane, I think, is what you were going
Or the
with, right?
Shadowfell. We're just naming
Many of the
that's
fun
a cool
places.
plane. Yeah, everywhere that's funner than
Elemental plane of ice. It's a pretty cool place.
we should go there.
Nah, you should let it go.
Demona would probably just die.
Two people immediately shake their heads.
Ev?
That's how I know I'm in good company.
Scotty. Not only that, I constantly make let it go jokes at Hera because I made the joke that she literally made Elsa in a D&D game and she fucking hated me for it.
Okay.
She made Battle Elsa.
She was nothing like that.
So Gurk makes as many.
So- Because the other group saw that, we see the material world. That's Radix. The virtual world here, that's where all the information goes and goes back. That's essentially going into the web.
Can you resend that to me? Because I might try to draw that.
You think my drawing's that bad?
It's just circles.
I know.
No, I'm just thinking like Planescape. I like having the planar map.
The
so to speak.
line, that is the rift. That is what's above Del Diablo. That's the Ember.
Okay.
And below that, you see Dark Radix and Fragmentation. Those are dark mirror versions of Radix and Virtual Web.
So we're still on Radix, technically. We're not in Dark Radix.
Correct.
Okay.
And then this whole
Thank
area
God.
is the grid. And down here is the mirror, which is the Dark Web.
Okay.
Okay.
That confused me. I thought Del Diablo was not on Radix. It was technically on the Dark Radix area. So that explains some things for me.
I want to go through that rift someday.
No. No, you with that, Rick.
And something else, as you're talking and stuff, and the guy's writing and stuff, and you kind of mentions the rift and stuff, only 9 people have gone through the rift and have returned.
The lords and ladies?
Yep. They're the only ones known to go through and come back.
She asked so one of them at some point what that's like.
They don't tell.
We
Trust
could
me.
ask that library
Maybe
guy
no
when
one
we go
ever
talk to him.
dared to ask.
I've asked the gentleman when he initially hired me.
But
he
the
avoided the
gentleman
subject.
is not one of the lords and ladies, is
Yeah,
he?
yes, he is.
Is he?
I'm
I thought he
pretty,
just.
I'm
I
pretty
don't
sure
think
he
he-
is, right, Kevin?
I thought he was lower. No, the gentleman is lower ranked, yes.
The gentleman is what's called a big boss. He's in charge of several hoods. He is not one of the lords and ladies. They are further up. There's like 4 or 5 hierarchy things above it, like the bishops and stuff like that.
Then I was lying. My bad.
And yeah, we can always, and also like what someone said, we could always just see if there's anything in the library too.
And yeah, also, I mean, maybe the reason why no one knows is no one ever dared to ask.
So
They just eat you when you ask. That
So I'm pretty sure I know how I'm gonna get... Nice. Nice. So, I know how I'm gonna be getting to the library. I can turn into a spider and I can just climb up there. But how are the rest of us gonna get up there?
Climb?
Elevator? Helicopter?
An elevator.
I can make myself fly, so...
Can you make
I
it
don't know,
a
I'm up for a good hike.
That is actually a very good question.
I think at level...
It's up to 10 people.
Oh, wow. They probably have charter helicopters.
I think so.
Fly's one person, and every spell level higher you can add another person.
Yeah.
And it's only a minute?
It's like invisibility.
You're thinking Featherfall.
Yeah.
There's probably chartered helicopters.
Okay, I'm sorry. No, yeah.
Helicopters are like fun. I could fly it.
Oh, yeah.
I am not letting you fly anything.
With jetpacks.
I could fly it. I have proficiency in air vehicles.
Alright, there we go.
Something else, it's not as easy, but the legs do technically have, not handholds, that ladder bars. It does have rungs, so people can actually climb it, but it's kind of tough. But
I'm tough.
I'm
climb it,
tough.
probably.
I'm pretty sure it would be fairly difficult considering they're giant spider legs and it's constantly moving.
But I mean,
it makes it fun.
I looked at a
also
whole
is
elevator
huge.
earlier.
it's one of the 2 main challenges to get to the library. Getting in there and presenting the curious sage with a piece of knowledge so that he gives you an entrance.
So
No, we just give him a copy of the scroll.
You guys can give copy of the scroll. I'll give him a copy of one of my scrolls.
all right.
Oh, and unlike Avatar with the owl spirit, he will not accept a knot as knowledge. Just so you know.
What?
I guess I have something that would be knowledge for personal things, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, we have the scroll. That should be enough to get us in.
From
We
my
take I want to take a selfie with this steampunk guy. He's probably a unique person.
from my background, I have the hermit background, and they have this thing called discovery, and it has a scroll of whatever their discovery was while being a hermit. So that would probably work for Gurk. That's what he's thinking.
Will each of us need to present knowledge?
I would think so.
Typically, it's whoever's entering, but the Curious Sage has been known to allow larger groups in if one of the pieces of knowledge is just that awesome. So it's just kind of like, that's good enough for all of you guys.
Oh, then we'll just use the scroll you just copied.
I was waiting for Gurk to say, "I will just use my scroll then."
No, it's probably not that important. I literally don't know what it is, and I wrote it.
Well, I mean, no matter what, all else fails, we only need a couple of us to get in there, right?
I mean, if we're going to go with the helicopter route, I can just keep the blades warmed up.
I worry about how much a helicopter will cost.
That's fair.
I'm totally for climbing, but it'll
Also,
be fun.
on it, I feel like it could be interesting to climb it.
Climbing will be fun.
Does it cost more than the bus?
Probably.
Probably
I mean, the
above
bus
zero,
is free.
yeah.
But I mean, I've seen some buses where people put money in a coin thing, and
Yeah. Well, I would say, let's also pause it for a moment.
if you
Just the math. It's probably too much.
Oh.
My family had a helicopter.
why don't we just go to your family then?
Yeah, they think I'm dead, I think.
Oh, then
they
we'll
also
bring
Surprise!
we'll bring good news then.
It'll be like a reward.
No, my family will be actually upset if I come back alive. They
Oh,
made a lot of money off me dying.
oh, then they can make more money then.
Or Something you guys could do is if you have a vehicle like a motorcycle, you could wait for the
What?
the spider to go through a building and just drive your motorcycle off the top of another building and land on top of it.
I like
I know what I'm doing.
I like how Future Guy thinks.
I thought that the spider was a lot bigger than the buildings, so...
There's some buildings that are bigger, but if you get at the right angle, you might be able to get
Oh, God. I just picture
what I'm doing.
Tomo driving, like, through every... Like, just driving circles up a thing, up all the stairs.
No, I'm climbing this bitch.
I'm just gonna walk up because I have magnet boots.
Demona, I can strap you to my back again.
Cyberus does have magnet boots. I forgot about that.
We haven't run into anywhere to use them yet.
I mean, I have rope. All else fails.
Onyx just looks around and is like, cheetahs.
Well,
I'm gonna climb, Onyx.
well, is this the amount of time you have with us, or are you gonna stay at our place for a while, or?
You're welcome to stay if you keep cleaning and cooking.
Oh, hey, considering knowledge, do you know like the lotto numbers for any future drawing?
Yeah, we could just buy a helicopter.
Do you know, like, where
I
other
don't like to
people are?
present. I have no idea what I should present for knowledge. So
A sports almanac from like
So,
a couple years from now.
to answer your questions, one, I do have other things I need to accomplish because you're not the only individuals that I am trying to, what's the word I'm looking for, get on this page to stop whatever is about to happen.
Manipulate?
No, not manipulate. Ask, help. There's other people I manipulate, but not you guys. I like you guys.
That's okay. You don't need to lie.
Hang on, I'm trying to find a picture here.
I like you too, sir.
You don't need to lie either.
I don't lie.
It does make good food, despite my earlier reservations.
And some of us like a clean house.
I
I
am
do
with you
like
there.
a clean house, yeah.
Nothing
Except for my
against you.
garage.
For, how come I lost that picture? Shit. I have a picture of the Curious Sage I'm trying to find so you guys know what he looks like.
You described him once, and he was
Steampunk boy.
two different things.
I figure you have a good picture of him, so...
And it's probably at work. Yeah, the picture I showed you weren't, Curious Sage wasn't one of them.
You can show us later. That's fine.
I
Yeah.
thought it was like, I have an album on my phone that's basically all my artwork, and I thought it would be in there because I drew it, but apparently it's one of the few pictures I didn't take because I'm a genius.
Hey!
I thought you were doing what Kat does, and you have like a Pinterest for it.
I tried to get Pinterest, it just doesn't work for me too
Yeah.
well. It's like,
Me
I
neither.
just can't organize
Email
it well enough.
All the time.
I love Pinterest, so...
Yeah, they still email me. I didn't even know we're signed up, and I started getting emails like, what the sign up?
I opened it one time, and that's it.
Alright,
So-
so...
We have our next step.
Wait, future guy, do you know other people? Like, can you sense other people's features, that kind of thing? Like, if I asked you about a certain person, would you be able to tell me where they are?
I don't think that's how time travel works.
I think that might works.
All right, so
Contrasted.
the future is also the past, so I can look through past to see the futures. And
Oh,
it's a lot of probabilities too, but I can give it a shot maybe? It depends on what you're asking. If you just want me to
I'm
spy on
not high
somebody,
enough
I've
to
done that a
follow
lot.
you.
not really spy. Just, kind of make sure someone's okay.
Spy.
Give me a name and I can go check on them.
How would I
mean,
just?
you guys
how
did
would
a lot, so I do owe you a little.
How would I just show you a picture?
Picture works or works, so long as it's not too altered, so nothing in costume. That makes it
Nope.
harder to find the
No,
person.
no costumes.
Or polymorphed, that also makes it tough.
No.
Just
Costume, she just normally dresses that way.
just give me the picture and I'll check up on them.
Okay. So Tomo kind of like hands him her phone for a second.
I have a guess on who it is, so...
Send me who you want him to check on it. I will feed you what he finds.
It's Dial.
I figured as much.
You froze right as you were about to say that.
Dial.
No! Yeah, Dial.
I heard. I'll say it.
Yeah, he was like, it's done. And my screen froze. I was like,
Perfect. Cut it right there. Cut it right there.
so I'm going to go check on Die. Gotcha.
God.
So
Which die though?
You buy a
Can you
lot
also-
more of them, and they're all shiny and amazing.
Oh, don't tempt me. I have
Shiny
too
click
many.
clack rocks.
can you also deliver messages?
I'm not really a delivery man, but I do owe you a little bit, so I can deliver a message for you.
Onyx, don't waste your favor on delivering a message.
She looks up, like she has this little paper, and if you like stand beside and look on it, you can see like it's just like basically a hand that's giving the finger, and it says
Nice.
below, with love, your daughter.
Oh Lord.
Oh, well,
Forget it then. I call in something more important.
what
I
if,
just thought this would be really funny, and I would have asked you to make a picture of his face when you saw this.
if we're doing messages, would you be able to go to the future to me when we agree that we would do this thing that we just did, and tell me not to eat me?
Sure, Grom. You got it.
All right. So we got a plan.
All right, the loop is complete. Let's go.
Well, let's go. Let's catch the spider.
Do we want to go
All
now
right.
or like first thing in the morning?
I mean,
you had a
I
long
slept on
rest.
the bus.
That's true.
Yeah.
Onyx, you might want to get fully dressed.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I should
Onyx-
probably do that too.
You too, Tomo.
Actually, like Onyx gets like more fully dressed and actually gets herself some gear. She does keep bare feet for better. Like she just is
Grip.
better grip on the thing. Yeah. And then she also in her backpack, she also prepares like another batch of tackles for the trip.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab a sack of meat also.
There is a
Pack
flag
of meat.
on my computer.
It's like chicken and hot dogs.
Important. The necessity.
Demona, come on, we're taking the bike.
Yep.
All right.
All form the head.
And I guess we'll take the van.
Okay.
Ooh, I
Park
love
that
the
somewhere
van.
else. Saul says, I'm driving, not you, Onyx.
Oh no, it's fine. I'm not that good at driving, even though it is
Yes,
fun.
I know.
You keep volunteering to fly
We all know.
helicopters, though.
No, we're not letting Onyx anywhere near anything flying.
Also, Onyx now has a shirt on with a white orc skull in it. It's black, and it's like the shirt of a band.
Wait,
But it's quite old, so you can't really read the band name anymore.
wait,
It's like-
Onyx wearing a shirt?
Yes,
Serious
and
mode.
and a leather jacket. It's all
Whoa.
Yeah, I
black,
know.
by the way.
I got a leather
Ooh.
vest. Nice.
You guys match. And Demona has a tactical vest.
Yeah.
And she has a backpack with a bunch of tacos.
But I just picture her just stuffing tacos into the backpack. Nothing else, just stuffing them in there.
No, she has plastic boxes where she puts them in.
You know what would be really weird
Pepper-
for the time travel thing? If we get stuck into
What?
time stasis for 2 weeks,
Yeah, that would be weird.
and then we just started where we left off. Wouldn't that be weird?
That would be
That'd
really,
be really
weird.
weird.
I think that'd be normal.
That's normal?
All right,
If we do
so
it, then it's normal.
Okay,
how
you're
do you
right.
guys think you're going to figure out how to get... So what methods are you all going to get into this spider with?
I'm just turning into
Motorcycle.
I'm turning into a giant spider and just use my innate climb speed.
I'm walking up the side.
I'm doing a
Onyx
sick
is
jump on
going
a
to-
motorcycle.
Onyx is going to find the nearest leg and just start climbing. She
It's
has
all doing the
snacks and
same.
everything.
Demona's going to use the magic to keep the bike stable and keep it going up the leg.
Oh, that's a way better idea. I want to Ghost Rider this thing.
All right, so you. So Demona and Tomo. Roll me. Oh, either athletics or acrobatics, whichever one's better. Because you're the only. Oh, and then Onyx and Solitude, since you're climbing, roll out athletics.
Cyberus is also climbing with us.
But I'm using my magnetic shoes, so I don't...
That's right, I forgot you had...
I got them on the first day.
Welcome.
You rolling that one?
Roll
What
that one.
did I say to me?
Well, remember,
Hera.
with skill checks, one is not auto-fail. So if your skill is high enough...
I have 8 total then.
Gruk
I
takes,
know, but it's still
Gruk
shit.
takes that scroll of truth and goes, eh.
Do we want to like tie each other to ropes so if one falls we can catch?
Here's the...
If Onyx falls,
Hera.
you can't catch
Hera.
him. He's taking all of you with
I
you.
was about to say, like, considering Sol and Onyx together weigh 400 pounds, I don't think any of us can catch it. Hera, by the way, I rolled a nat 20, so
Hey, so
we
did
got
I.
complete opposite results.
Wait, who has the climber's kit?
Is it kid?
Oh, I thought somebody said they had a climber's kit. Never mind.
There
Sorry.
is a climber's kit, but I think we just have ropes.
We could buy a climber's kit. I don't know if it would work on metal.
I mean,
And what did Demona get?
23.
All right. So everyone but Onyx from those are like, takes a wild gun, and you look down, you just see Onyx was like, run to, and jumps to get the rung, and just goes, nope.
I fucking hate these. Fuck this.
Tomo and Demona are just like roaring up the leg on the bikes.
Sol's having like the easiest time. She's like walking up it pretty much, and just like, oh, this is nice. This is Onyx, what's wrong with you?
It's because Onyx is like 4'10" or whatever, and it's fine. It was just out of reach, and it's just, no! If I
Sol
was 2 inches taller.
Sol will tie a rope to the thing and dangle it down for Onyx. Tie it to one of the rungs.
I punch the spider leg as hard as I can.
Gruk
And
frowns.
I rage.
Gruk frowns at you. How much damage did you do to me? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Let me check that. Of course, that's not 20.
The leg explodes.
Oh god, don't murder us, Onyx.
You open up the second rift in Del Diablo.
So you punch the leg of the giant mechanical spider.
It's a total of 6 plus...
Oh yeah, you're monk. I was like, how are you doing so much unarmed damage?
No, it's 6, 10, 12.
So you're like, ugh, punch it, and as you all were climbing up to where the entrance is, which is on top, the spider just kind of goes and moves, and you just see the mandible part, what would be the mandible part, just look down at Onyx, and you just hear this echoing voice go, please, do not punch me. And it just keeps moving.
Onyx, quit being an idiot and trying to kill us.
I now try to climb up again.
Gruk already got to the entranceway and just like turns around and crawls right back down to you within like a minute maybe, and just turns into a giant lizard. So I'm now large size and innate climb speed, and you can just ride me.
Onyx just scoffs at you and tries to climb herself. She literally gives you the finger.
I'm not sure if a giant lizard can shrug, but that's all it does, and it just climbs right back up.
30-20.
Alright.
Because I currently have advantage because I'm raging.
She's pissed off.
So you all manage at different speeds to make it up there. Obviously, the lizard and the motorcycle make it up just because they have a faster climbing kind of speed. Followed by Cyberus and then Solitude, then Onyx.
Tomo just looks back at Demona and is like, "Hey, make us shoot flames while we're going up this thing. It'll be cool."
Demona being peak mob.
So you all at the entrance to
Wait, so one of you looks skeletal, and you're on a bike, and there's a bunch of fire everywhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys are kind of like Ghost Rider then, right?
Yeah,
I
we're,
already said I'm gonna Ghost Rider this shit.
Episode 1.
yeah, we're Team Ghost Rider.
Yeah, they did announce their team Ghost Rider.
That's right, sorry.
All right. So when we have a copy of the thing, so let's just enter.
So you enter and you walk about. As you enter into essentially a 10-meter not vestibule, antechamber. You know, one place you walk in before things, and the ceiling opens and you see this jar kind of come out with a floating eye in it and two mechanical arms, and up the arms are eyes looking over face, and it's like, greetings and salutations. I am the curious sage. Please present your knowledge and you may enter. But remember, the restricted section is restricted, though all knowledge is free.
All right.
Gurk in giant lizard form opens his mouth and he has a copy of one of the scrolls.
It's like, I thank you. And it just like reaches down, and you notice the arm like extends instead of like it reaches, but it also extends, kind of like a Doc Ock's kind of arms. It's just grab the
telescope
scroll.
arm?
Yeah.
Yeah, telescoping. It's like, thank you.
I walk towards the entrance then.
It's like, also remember, any damage or attacks or defacing of anything within this arachnid library will result in your immediate termination. Have a
Point
nice
is
day.
behavior,
at
everyone.
Onyx.
I honestly thought he was going to say detonation, and at which point Demona would just reach down and kind of secure the C4 pack on her belt.
I feel like everybody just looks at Onyx.
Everybody but Gurk does, as Gurk's a giant lizard and has two derpy eyes looking at opposite directions, and a little tongue just comes up and licks the eyeball every once in a while.
Oh. So.
Onyx looks at the Saege and is like, you do know that your library does not fulfill the accessibility standards.
What are those?
Onyx, those don't exist in Del Diablo, remember? Alright, no one else saw you fall.
So what happens when we go through the door?
When you walk through the door, once again you realize how weird Del Diablo is, or / how potentially strong the lords and ladies can be, because you're looking into a city-sized library. Like, you look out and you're like, we are in Doctor Who shit here. As
Bigger on the inside.
Yeah. And it's a vast library, and there's, signs, and there's these guys in robes just floating around with big old poofy white hair.
Totally don't talk in symbols above their heads. How far up is the ceiling?
Probably 4 or 5 miles.
Okay, I start climbing up the bookshelves.
How are we supposed to find anything in here?
Yeah, is there like an index?
Ask someone?
One of the things floats to you, and you see a paper with a pin on it, and it just says Chuck. It's just like, looks at you, and it's like, points, and then points over, and you see a computer.
All right.
Oh,
Let's go use that. Who's good at computers?
I'm pretty good at computers, I think.
I'm
I mean, I don't think we need to be
smashing
good.
computers, but
No, Onyx.
Do I
I
don't
have
think
to put
Cyberus
bubble
ever
tape
typed
wrap
anything.
on your hand.
it's okay. I'm not gonna smash anything.
I mean,
I don't
feel
like
like
to be-
basic searching won't be too hard.
I don't
mean-
like to be, and then she switches her voice to sound more like the Sage. Immediately terminated.
I feel like we should honestly be looking in that forbidden section.
Let's not worry about that
Let's start
right
there.
now.
We can go there later.
So when you look at the computer, the login screen says Chewy hexadecimal. library joke, Dewey Decimal. You know,
I got
guys,
it.
I got
it. One day I would say a joke that
I got it.
that bad. One day. Day was not that day.
I mean,
Yeah, if you went too high
statistically, it'll
concept for
have
most of
to.
them.
Yeah, one day. One day. I'm going for it.
Someday. We will laugh at your jokes and not at you.
So, while climbing up this bookshelf forever,
You went out of focus there real bad there for a second or two, Scotty.
I did.
Yeah, you kind of... It's better now, but for some reason you just were like...
Oh, if
No
I go off screen for like 2 seconds, it loses focus.
It panic.
Yep, it panics.
Yeah, so it brings up at first the map of the library, and then it starts showing you like subsections and stuff. And
It's like the
library-
Jurassic Park computers?
yes, they use Unix. You know Unix, even though it's using a GUI interface.
Oh, I just realized giant spider is large size, so I wouldn't have turned into a giant lizard. Oh, whatever. Anyway, so
Same difference.
As you're saying that, you see the ceiling opens and the stage comes down. It's like, I almost forgot. The restricted section is restricted not because you're not allowed within, but because some of the knowledge will destroy those whose minds are inferior. Therefore, caution is advised. As remember, in Del Diablo, knowledge is free.
I start to talk in spider and
Oh.
say, "Where is the forbidden section?" Does he understand me?
It's like, you're speaking in spider. That is very curious. Though my library form is that of a spider, I myself speak every known language, plus those that are not known anymore. By the way, according to the forbidden sections on the left side of things, when you're facing outwards from the door.
The spider nods and just starts climbing that direction.
That is interesting. You can nod without a neck. Because spiders only have two segmented bodies.
Nod as in the whole body bobs up and down slightly.
He just starts going into the anatomy of a spider just because you mentioned one. You know, it's just like, oh.
All right, so we start searching. What area sections are there here?
There can be pretty much found anything here, I guess.
I assume so.
So Gurk is immediately spider climbing into the forbidden section.
Yeah, Onyx is sitting on a computer, and if you watch over her back, you can see that she's kind of lost in the erotica section somewhere and just scrolling
Nice.
through titles that are available there.
The forbidden erotica section. Or, sorry, restricted. There is no actual forbidden. It's the restricted section.
All right, so
It's all USR.
It's the red shelf district.
all right, so we'll start searching for things that we might need for whatever information our weird time travel guy needs.
I mean, Tomo's gonna follow Gurk into that forbidden zone, restricted area, whatever.
Forbidden zone.
So you're
It's forbidden.
looking, you see things that's like the Necronomicon,
Oh, I want to read that.
all kinds of books. It's like the Book of Yellow Signs.
The Book of Mild Darkness.
Advanced Dungeons and Dragons First Edition.
Holy crap.
Chainmail.
There's
Fuck
Fatal
ups,
there.
You see one small shelf
No.
that says, this is actually forbidden, don't read it. And it's fake.
Nice.
It actually kills you if you read it.
So you just touch the book and just insta-die. Too much toxicity.
For the handful of people at home who are not aware of Fatal, don't look it up. It's not worth it. It honestly isn't.
I'm sorry that I even mentioned it.
Nope, not Fate. Fate is a good system.
Fatal.
No. It's the lemon party of RPGs. Just don't do it.
Don't look that up either.
I don't
Yeah.
think anyone needs to look that up.
So
Lemon Party. Quick, everybody, go to lemonparty.com. No.
Gurk,
Let's not.
I don't want to see people's reaction to that.
Spider Gurk, I guess, just kind of follows Tomo around in the Forbidden Zone. Maybe if he sees something in Druidic, it might catch his interest. But otherwise, he's not interested.
You do see one where the restricted section is rare herbs from deep within the grid.
What is it written in?
It is written in Druidic.
Oh, okay. Just wanted to make sure.
I guess I should make a perception roll to see if I can find what I'm looking for. What am I looking for?
I don't know what you're looking for. I just saw you go in the Forbidden Zone with me, so I followed.
Yeah. Well, we're looking for information on the
The Corruption War.
A shit ton of
Yeah.
things.
And with that, we'll actually be stopping so that I can actually do something that I have been trying to do for a while, and that is give you guys information about the actual game as it's kind of actually starting now. So next time we play, between now and then, I'm going to, me and Katrina, probably lore dump you to deaths between the games.
I love lore dumps.
That
The
way,
best kind.
that way I don't have to exposition as much in game, so we can get into the oomph. Because I think you guys, since you've, I believe, level, right? You guys didn't level last week. You leveled the week before, correct?
Yes, we would be level 6? Question mark.
I think that's what we
No,
will become
I'm level
tonight.
5 right now.
Yeah.
I'm
Currently level
right now.
5.
6, yes.
We'd
So
be level
we're-
6. Perfect.
Extra attack, extra attack, extra attack.
Damn it, I'm still not high enough to get my network cycle.
I don't remember what I get. I think Tomo and I get the exact same thing this level, actually.
So we're ending here.
Yes, we'll be ending here. I will, like I said, get some information so you know. Next time we play, for those at home, hopefully we'll be live streaming, and hopefully things will be starting to move forward, because the exploration section of the game is past, so this is now the story. There's actually been a story that I've been waiting for you guys to get to a certain level to start.
Hey,
Hi.
nice HP.
Oh, and Stunning Strike. I get Stunning Strike too. Yay.
So we
I
are
can't-
we are leveling.
Yes.
Yeah.
To level 6, yeah.
Yes.
Hey.
And I know someone's going to ask. Yes, Demona, there are spell books here.
Someone is in Demona only, really?
Yeah,
It's a wizard in a library with restricted and others in different sections. There is access to it.
I was going to bug you after the chat.
So there's that. And with that, we will end it for now. I see you in 2 weeks, everybody.
Woo!
Anyone got any plugs or anything before we?
Nah, unfortunately my stream's on hiatus, so...
I mean, I keep pretending I'm going to open up commissions one of these days, but we'll see how far I get with that because I'm on a kick drawing my B-girl, so...
It's
Other
really
than-
nice drawing, so I'll say that.
That's true.
I like my B-girl. Other than that, I think I'm on a stream Monday? I think I'm on, I think I'm on roll call.
Monday, July 1st.
Yeah, I'm definitely on a stream.
I'm only
on
saying
roll
that.
Call, then.
I'm only saying that just in case this somehow is not up on YouTube before then.
Yeah. Monday, July 1st, I will be on a stream playing a superhero?
Is it the mutant
really.
mastermind thing?
It's Cypher, and I'm basically playing a version of Gurk that's more terrifying.
Is that possible?
He does the
quite.
opposite of eating stuff.
I'm the Gurk from the good Radix. You don't want to know the one from the dark Radix.
That's true. It would have the devil emoji instead of the angel one.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then usual Friday, 7:30, alternating between vaccine and corruption. Saturday nights it's Salt Marsh or Trap the Sea still, right?
Yes.
Yes. And then Sundays we're playing Waterdeep. All that is on Scotty's channel when it actually either way. So, anything else?
I guess I have a Patreon. I guess if $1 a month would help with paying for the new computer. a lot.
And paying for his going on and paying for Zebediah's guide to fishing and equipment, or fishing techniques and equipment. Is that?
That's the first. Yeah, that's the one that's pay what you want in the DM skill. Seriously,
It's
if you look up fishing, it's like the third thing that comes up. Because I mean, how many things are going to be for fishing?
Yeah, there's not much, but so far it's gotten good reviews.
Really trying to reel them in, eh, Scotty?
Yeah, and real soon, I'll have a few new aquatic races. The first one that I'll be releasing are the Crabbermen from 2nd edition. So, that should be good.
Yeah, give him the crabs, Scotty. Give him the crabs.
Crab.
And if that's it, then
Okay.
bye for now, everybody.
I had a
Till
good
next
time.
time.
Bye.